Show. Hey, jive, yeah, the duel, making plays and make them bold, huh? Get live, it's the BigJive MMA Show. Parlays, they talk them all, leaving it to play low. Coming at you weekly when they speak, see it's legit. Come in here, they best bets when they empty in the clip, huh? And never trip, they coming like a loaded gun. With a sickle parlay, with a eyes like 10 to 1. It's every show, every quote that you hear is what they wrote. They gon' stand on it, winning all their plays and count some bands on it. It's MMA, if you got a problem, put your mans on it. Step up to the octagon and show me how you coming. They ain't listen, now they coming. This where you want pussy bet. It's BigJive MMA Show. Watch where they gon' take it next.
Hey, big time MMA show. We got giveaways and it's UFC cock, baby. UFC cock. Have you seen the thumbnail or the hashtag on Twitter?
UFC cock.
UFC cock. Like it was supposed to be Oklahoma City, right? It's UFC hashtag UFC cock.
It's UFC cock.
Oh my God, what a bunch of idiots, but I love it. Chat already in here, repping hard. Hey, Jay, back from Vegas. How was Vegas, by the way, brother? You have a good time?
Yeah, it was good times. Good time. Takes a lot out of you, you know. Long nights and early mornings and time change, but we're back in the groove. We got a card this week. Obviously, the main event kind of sucked, but it was a big cash for me, so I was happy.
Yeah.
I guess some people can't be happy with me, but I guess some people were.
I was happy with you. As an MMA fan, I wasn't. I sat on my buddy's couch, speechless. Like, what the fuck just happened?
It was a little shocking, but like I wasn't entirely that shocked. Like he's coming off a leg break for one.
Yeah.
He's 5 years off. Like,
I mean, listen, I wouldn't have been surprised if it ended in round one. I was shocked. I'm also on the side of not. I don't think he was injured going in. I think, because you watch him in the warm-ups in the back, he's ripping kicks. He's planning on the leg. Yeah, he might have been a little banged up. 5 years away, 37, just turned 38, I think, yesterday. So, like, yeah, your body's going to take some bruising or whatever. But if you're injured, why the fuck would you come out throwing that kick? You know what I mean? That's just silly, right? Yeah. It's just a fact that this guy's had knee problems, right? He's blown his ACL out before. Hasn't treated his body so great in a long, for the past 5 years, and you get older, and this is what fucking happens. But yeah, I'm not under the belief that he was injured coming out. I know there's several people that want to believe it. The UFC didn't help it because he like tripped taking his shoes off, and they showed that. Yeah. And John Anderson's like, hey, I'm not gonna say anything or conspiracy, whatever. But of course, people are gonna run with that, right? And then now they got Mel Gibson in the crowd. Apparently whispering to Vince Vaughn, his knee's fucked. How the fuck would Mel Gibson know that, right? No one's telling Mel Gibson shit. I just think he blew his fucking knee out. That's what happens. I think, it's easier and more convenient to have a conspiracy behind it. He blew his knee out and it sucked. And Max handled it with class, I thought, his calling for a third fight, though, a lot of people are like, maybe not.
Not the time, bro. Not the time.
Nah, yeah, because he's like, this is the easiest payday I've ever had in my life. But yeah, call for the third fight, whatever. But I thought, like, once he saw his knee out, like, Max Strike was like, whoa, this dude. And Connor's yelling to him fight or whatever. So, yeah, took the wind out of my sails, but we hit the sicko. We hit the 3 PC parlay.
Oh yeah, we'll go over that. BP.
Couldn't have had a better night, I could have had a better night gambling, but it was a good one, right?
Yeah, no, it was good. It was good, and not only that, we got some giveaways to go down. MMA show tonight.
Yeah, we do.
7 prizes to go through out of the 50 people that were in the top 50 on 3-Punch Convo. Fight picking center. We're going to start off with one, and then we're going to go 2 fights, and then we're going to go to another one, and then 2 fight breakdown, another one. So we're going to gradually get to that grand prize by the end of the show, which I'm very excited for because I'll be going to the Bruise Cruise, so I get to know who's going to be joining me on the Bruise Cruise next January. And, super excited to see who wins these prizes because they're pretty big, and it was a free picking contest on 3-Punch Combo. So shout out to them. Shout out to everyone in the chat as well. Lunatic, how we doing? Russ in the chat as always. John Smoke, KO Parlays, Loco, how we doing? The normal suspects.
I like Loco's little logo there, but that's simple. That's clean, Loco. Looking good, brother.
I think we have to address Dick's Insider's chats because if we don't, he's gonna get pissed.
Yeah, just at the top of the show. Dixon opened the show with some heat.
This is before we even started the live stream. So, hey, Jive and BP, how much do you think UFC paid BSD and Bobby to get subbed in round 1 by Patty? Like a couple of milli each is cheap compared to how much the stock price would drop if they lost Connor and Patty. They're a publicly traded company now, TKO. They can't allow the UFC to have no stars and the stock price plummet. They had to take drastic measures to ensure the survival of the company that way. The UFC is in bed with literally the most corrupt administration in U.S. history. And you really think the UFC wouldn't do something like this? You'll need to open your eyes and see what's happening right now. Well, if that's the case, Dixon, then I hope you made a lot of money on Patty Pimblett. Because if it's that obvious, I'm sure you probably placed a hefty wager on Patty Pimblett. Like if it's that obvious.
Wouldn't I mean, the UFC try to rig it for him to beat Gaethje? Wouldn't they want him to be champion?
Yeah.
And they didn't know Connor. Patty fought before Connor even hurt himself. For all they knew, Connor was going to go out and perform well and possibly win. So they would have 2 stars. I'm obviously not a huge conspiracy fight fixing theory. I mean, listen, I could be completely wrong. That's just that's not where I look, for a lot. I mean, obviously you got the Derek Minners of the world, which is like, okay, that's clear and obvious, right? But you know, there's some spots like where I don't think BSD, who former French, special forces, crazy motherfucker.
Right?
I don't think he's throwing a fight for any amount of money. That dude's, I think, too prideful for that. He just got caught and got fucking choked out by fighting really dumb. I mean, if you watch that takedown, he didn't bury his neck or he kept his head high. He basically fucking gave it to him. And Patty's like, okay, you're an idiot. And Patty said it the whole fight lead up. This dude wrestles with me. He's getting choked out. And that's exactly what happened.
It didn't take like a fucking rocket science to figure out that Patty could sub him with a front choke. Like BSD puts his head in shit all the time. So
props to BSD not going out. That was that was a modified. Patty says I've never even done it before. Charles Oliveira hit that way back in the day, a version of that. But that was tight, and that dude could have tapped, and he's like, "Nah, I'm going out. Fuck it, take a little napski here, napski in the octagon."
Yeah. Last thing on that, I don't think the UFC really cares about their stars that much anymore. I think they're more looking to get away from having to rely on these stars and just putting on fights. I really don't think obviously they'll try to build up people and give them solid matchups, but they're not going to rig a fight to, try to make sure that they win, because the UFC's just the UFC. Like, there's a reason nobody else, PFL or whatever other organizations, they can't compete because, there's good fighters in the other organizations, but nobody cares about them. UFC is their own brand. Yeah. They don't need McGregor, bro. They've been doing just fine without him for the past 5 years. So KZ MMA with the 125 NIO. Ari Emanuel had Israel use their X-ray Jew lasers to put micro slices in Connor's ACL during his warm-up. They saw him throwing that kick in the back.
That's a possibility. I mean, if you ask fucking Sean Strickland, that he's putting that out in the ether.
I'm sure Bryce Mitchell would.
Bryce Mitchell's backing that up 100%.
It's all coordinated.
Yeah,
that's funny.
No, I think you're right. The UFC doesn't. Connor's the only one who's came close to almost being bigger than the brand, but the brand is always going to be bigger than the fighters, right? And I don't think the UFC wants that. I think it's going to be really interesting who they match Connor up with his final fight, right? I doubt it's going to be in April now with his injury, but he has got one more fight left in his contract. Are they going to do the Nate Diaz thing and throw him like someone fucking savage and be like, all right, here's Chimaev for your way out, right? Because Connor wants to do BKFC. No. They try to match up Chimaev and Diaz.
I get it.
But if you're looking at like Connor wants to fight at 170, hey, here's Michael Morales for you. Like what? What the fuck?
They try to give him Prates, bro. Like
that's true. They try to give him Prates. Yeah. So it's gonna be interesting who they match him up with on the final, because obviously they want him. If he's not going to resign, he's going to go out and do BKFC, MVP, Jake Paul. He's got limitless options out there to make a ton of money outside the UFC, even though he's already got a ton of money. So what does that prove? I don't know. There's a lot of variables to it, but
One fight left. We shall see what they do with the notorious McGregor. Let's recap how we did last week, BP. Luke Riley, he came through for you. Came through for you in a big way, not just with the empty the clip, but
tell him to bring me my money.
Yeah, yes, sir. I had Luke Riley empty the clip. I had him in my sicko, and I had him money line. It was a little high, but I played a little too much more than I would like to. But I was really confident in the young man. I just thought like his striking is good. His power does separate himself in this division, and he's a fucking dog. Like he's got a chin. Like if you put him against other strikers, he's gonna perform well, right? He's gonna look good. It's gonna be close, or he'll knock them out. The grappling side of things is, when guys take him down, that's going to be a whole nother issue when he fights a grappler. But Kai Kamaka wasn't going to go for any takedowns. I did not think he'd get him out of there that early. I'm glad he did. Beautiful onslaught by this young man. Beautiful left hook and just power for days. Good killer instinct as well. And got a little swagger to him. These Liverpool boys, they all got a little bit, Darren Till had it. Obviously, Patty's got it. He's not quite there personality-wise, but he's got a little aura to him with these Liverpoolians. Maybe he needs a new haircut. That's just my opinion. But other than that, I'm a big Luke Riley fan.
I think he might have gotten into Paddy Pimblett's supplements, dude. He looked fucking huge next to Kai Kamaka. I don't remember him being that big. Or maybe it was just the guys he was matched up with, but he's
definitely sized up since the Cage Warriors days.
Yeah.
So is Patty as well. Patty is so you might be right. There might be some Russian gas involved. But he looked great.
Looked amazing. You know who else looked amazing? Max Holloway.
Maxi boy.
69 seconds is all it took for my boy.
Tell him to bring me my money.
And this is your biggest bet of your life or second, or was this officially the biggest?
Of the year?
Of the year, okay.
On Max. I think it was the third biggest bet of my life.
Nice.
But, yeah, and honestly,
you didn't have to sweat.
I didn't have to sweat it. And when I put it in, I thought, that's not enough. Like, I feel like I should put more on this. But I didn't. And ultimately, I should have put more on it. Or maybe I should have went for props. But, I mean, I got it at minus 199. Under minus 200, I thought was an absolute steal.
Yeah.
And, obviously some late money came in on him. And he was like minus 300. I still thought that was a good value, dude. Still thought that was good value. Old McGregor is just not who he was anymore. But obviously we didn't see the fight play out, but I don't think Holloway's going to be in any trouble, to be honest. So
no, I mean, even again, you take this with a grain of salt, but even those like punches Connor did throw look kind of slow, but we did hit the 3PC parlay back-to-back weeks, baby.
My money.
I was on a run here, B.
Yeah, Bubba. I was on the way. I was telling Hayden on Saturday, right before the fight started, my wife had a flat tire, so I had to go help her. And I was on my way back, on my way back to take my wife and kids home to go to my buddy's house. And I had my phone on my thing just like I did on the way back from the beach, and Gandra won by knockout. I was a little nervous because Zach Reese came out a little flowy. He came out a little flowy. He looked pretty good. Gandra was kind of stuck in mud. And Reese was switching spots, but that left hook, Reese got no chin. And then obviously Luke Riley and Holloway are two of our big our empty the clips, rounding it up plus 472. Not bad.
Plus 472 got us down to minus 6 units. We've only hit 4 3-punch parlays, but we're only down 6 units. And I think if I remember correctly, we got like 2-1 this week, or about a little over 2-1, something like that. So if we can go on a little run here, get back in the green, we'll be in that green. Right?
I felt good giving a chalky play for the 3PC this week because I gave a plus last week, a plus 180 last week. So I felt good giving a little chunky or a little chalky this week. We're okay with it.
Yeah, we hit that plus 472. We can take a little chalk this week. We don't need a press. We don't need a press right now.
Mm-hmm.
And BP Sicko absolutely crushed.
Tell him to bring me my money.
Absolutely crushed. BP's now up 38 units in 2026 on the Sickos.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, I said last week I was going to make a clip of it, of the show, but the life got in the way. My dog had some things or whatever. Anyway, I said last week in the show, I was like, I try to build other ones. This was the first one that kind of really spoke to me. And I was like, God, that just seems too simple. No. And I literally tried to get real fancy. I was trying to add Gable to one and, Gable round one or whatever, do all these things. I'm like, yeah, I kept coming back to this. My old Midwest gut was like, this is the one, BP. And I said to Hayden, I was like, you're probably going to hate this, but, this is for, because Hayden makes all the graphics. Hayden's like, I don't hate it at all. I don't hate it at all. And then once Riley KO'd him, because I was really confident in Patty getting that sub, once Riley KO'd him, I'm like, I think we got this. And then obviously Patty fucking the minute he brought the legs into it, when he had him down, the modified, he called it the pad thai choke, which is kind of dope, but the modified like Darce guillotine thing. And then when he brought his legs over, I was like, that's a wrap. It's over. I knew he wasn't getting out of it, and I was fucking counting my money, baby. Big ones open boom. I would love to open a Bojangles. Have you ever had Bojangles before?
No.
Oh my God. It's a Southern. I mean, you were in Florida. I don't know if they're in Florida, but when I drive to North Carolina, it is the best fried chicken, like fast food fried chicken I've ever had. It's unfucking real. I believe they started in North Carolina, but they're through Virginia and North Carolina in the South. Unreal. It's so fucking good. And I don't like KFC. Chick-fil-A is obviously great, but I don't like chicken tenders anywhere.
Yeah.
And they're unfucking top of the line. So good.
Yeah, I'm looking at the coleslaw and mac and cheese right now, and it's looking pretty good.
All good. Yeah, their chicken's great. I love Bojangles. I'm so glad I don't live near a Bojangles because I'd be fatter than I already am. I'd eat there every other day. Whew.
You put the chicken on the biscuits, that'd be nice.
Chicken biscuit, yeah, that's what. Because when we go to the beach, we usually get there in the morning. So I'll get a chicken biscuit, and then there's one right by our condo. And like throughout the week, or once a week, or once during that week we're on vacation, I'll go get like a fucking 20-piece tender box.
Oh,
yeah, not for me, for the whole family. Most of it's for me, but it's so good, dude.
And
my wife's family, she Loco just said we have Bojangles here in Georgia. My wife's mother and stepdad live in Atlanta. And we went and visited and was like, why don't you guys eat at Bojangles? Atlanta's the home of Chick-fil-A. So there's Chick-fil-A everywhere. They like Zaxby's more than Bojangles. Let me tell you something about Zaxby's, okay? Tastes like trash. Throw it in the trash. I've had it. It's terrible. Who would ever go to Zaxby's over Bojangles? You're out of your fucking mind. And Trent Daddy just said, you ever get Zaxby's? No, Trent. Trent, no, don't fall for the trap, dude. Isn't Bojangles a clown? He might be the clown.
You have Raising Cane's?
Yeah, Raising Cane's. It's pretty good. It's the one by me. It's a little farther away from me, but it's open like 2 a.m. So if I'm ever like when I was leaving my buddies a couple months ago, I could go on a rant about this. He had people over for the fights. I usually go once a year. It's a guy I work with, and he beefed the pizza order, right? Like, what you're getting focaccia pizza? You're getting fucking pineapple and mushroom? Who the fuck eats it?
Come on,
get
now.
Cheese and a pepperoni. So on the way home, I stopped at Cane's, Raising Cane's, because it's open at 2 a.m. Pretty good. Not, I mean, the toast is great.
Yeah,
but,
the toast and the sauce. That's kind of the staple.
Yeah,
they're kind of regular.
Yeah, Bojangles though, beautiful. Need to open one.
I have to try it. My sicko parlay missed by one leg.
God damn it.
T-Rex. But here's the thing, BP.
Yeah.
Obviously, we didn't cash the sicko.
Yeah.
I had McKinney to win in round one as the last leg of a long shot parlay. And I obviously needed McKinney in the under a half to cash the second leg, but I also felt pretty good about Max getting it done in the first three. So I felt like I really just needed McKinney to get it done in round one or under a half a round to cash a nice parlay.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt fairly confident in it. McKinney came out throwing, chucking. But once he didn't find the knockout and he went for that takedown with about 2 minutes, it was like, I think the half round mark had passed and he went for that takedown. I said, he's fucked because he's not taking him down and subbing him now. He's already starting to slow down. So I checked Poly Market. Bobby Green's plus 1,100 live. And so I just started throwing wagers down. I said, I mean, he's not going to finish him now. If he doesn't finish him now, he's done. So I ended up turning 600 into $5,000.
I love that. Guess what? Something similar happened to me. I'm not the best live bettor, admittedly. I usually kind of glued to the fights. I get my fights in pre-fight. I really don't touch my phone much. The same mark you're saying, I went to go place Bobby Green live before the end of the round, right? He was plus 111 on DraftKings. I go in, do my little thing. They lock it. They won't let me place the bet. They lock it on me. So this was like a minute and a half before the fight was over. They fucking locked me out of it. And I went, motherfucker. Because I knew, just like when you knew, I knew after the first exchange, because Terrence is very fast, very big for the division. And Bobby read him. Bobby, with his hands down, saw everything. And I'm like, Terrence is fucked. Like, Bobby's got him. And then, Bobby got busted up a little bit. But he's a veteran. He's been everywhere. That's not going to stop him. And then they're on the ground. He's fucking punching him behind, calling him a bitch and shit. Like, I love that shit. Like, fucking King Green, dude.
I felt pretty confident McKinney was not going to sub him. Like, even if he got him down early, I'm like, Bobby's a vet, dude. Like, he's not just going to get taken down and subbed easily. Like, this isn't fucking Eric Gonzalez, you know?
Right, yeah.
So as soon as he went for that takedown, I'm like, nah, he's screwed. He's fucked. Yeah, it was like plus 1,100. I threw a couple hundo on that. And then, like, every 20 seconds, the clock kept ticking. And I'm like, the longer this goes, he's still fucked. Caught it at like plus 700. Plus, then it was plus 300, plus 200. And then they got back up. It got down to like plus 150, but I just kept playing it. I'm like, dude, if I'm not getting plus money on Bobby,
and the fight keeps going longer.
Taking it. So
I got a plus 111 and try to put $100 on it as quick as I could, and they fucking locked me out.
You got to get Polymarket.
Polymarket. I was on a wait list for Polymarket, and I joined and I played a card on Polymarket not that long ago. And I don't know. I mean, you might be sponsored by him, so I don't want to, whatever. But hopefully they made some improvements, because when I went, it was a little limited. They didn't have any props or anything available. Do they have any?
I mean, the props are not great. It's just great for money lines. Like
money lines, okay.
Yeah, and obviously you can't parlay, but I think money lines and live betting is just the most elite thing ever, because all you do is, like, it's not going to lock you out.
Yeah, that's the worst. I got locked. I couldn't believe it.
Put your wager in, swipe up, you're in.
Yeah,
that's it. And like you can cash out of your bet. Like if I went into the bet with McKinney, if I had like $1,000 on McKinney and he's doing well in round one and he's up to minus 1,500 or whatever, I could cash out right there.
See, I love
and
that.
Then I could get in on Bobby Green, and then I can
different kind of market. Yeah, I had Kalshi and Polymarket in. I'm such an old school bettor that I'm looking at these books. I'm like, there's not offering enough. But the one thing I will say about me as a bettor, I mean, listen, there's a million ways I can improve. One of them is really jumping on lines early and doing some live betting, because I do have a real gut feeling during some fights sometimes where I'm like, I could switch a side right now, or I could, I'm reading something or whatever the fuck, and you can win a couple of extra cash on fight night. So yeah, maybe Polymarket is something I'll have to
honestly,
give another go.
Honestly, like, if you know a guy's a great round one fighter, it's kind of a fucking game changer, because if he's like near pick'em, like if he's near pick'em and you put a wager on him and he wins the first round and he's minus 300 after round one, or even just at any point, you can just take your profit. Like, you can just cash out and you're good. Like, you just made profit. And then you don't have to watch the rest of, or you can watch the rest of the fight, but you don't have to sweat the rest of the fight.
Mm-hmm.
It's a complete game changer now in MMA, because like in other sports, the books have, like, there's a play, there's a pitch, like you can't really, there's more time for you to think about it.
Mm-hmm.
But also sometimes there's a bit of a delay. So I don't know. I've been using it a lot live.
Mm-hmm.
I've made a lot of money that way. So
I love it.
Definitely going to keep checking that out. But that's the recap for UFC 329. Should we fucking do a giveaway?
Let's do a giveaway before we do the fight. As I said, let's do one right before we do some of these picks.
All right, so we're going to do the UFC White House poster signed by Steve Garcia.
Mean Machine.
Unfortunately, he didn't get it done, but that's
he looked good. He looked good until he didn't. You know what I mean? Looked good until he didn't, unfortunately. Here we go.
We have 50 names. We have 50 names here. These are the top 50 pickers in 3-punch combo from last week. Here are the results. So everybody in the top 50 here is in on the wheel of names. I might hit a couple shuffles. 3, 4. Oh, sorry. Should share that. Shuffle.
So completely fair. My name's not on here. Hayden's name's not on here.
I didn't make it in the top 50, unfortunately.
I think I was one, but I disqualified. I didn't make it in the top 50 either.
How do I click spin? I don't want to add wheel. I gotta zoom this out, I think. Oh, I just clicked the fucking wheel.
You clicked the actual, okay. You clicked the actual thing. Yeah.
I'm an idiot. Okay.
That's all right.
I didn't want to screw it up, you know.
No, I know. Yeah, it's a lot of stake.
This is a big deal. All right.
It is.
Signed UFC White House poster by Steve Garcia is going to.
It's gonna look good on someone's wall.
The one and only
Tom. It was almost Tom. Who we got here?
Landon.
All right,
Landon.
Landon.
Congratulations, you won. A UFC White House poster signed by Steve Garcia. And all the details are in the description down below on how you're going to be able to get your prizes. But congratulations to Landon. You absolute legend.
That's awesome, brother. Congrats on picking a great card. And now you earned a nice little poster. And Dix Insider asked Landon Donovan. That's my question as well. Was that Landon Donovan?
I don't know. Could be.
Maybe. USA legend.
Name over this, so we know. Landon. Landn. Interesting spelling. Maybe the actual Landon was taken, but
someone in the chat just Garcia lost. So that means he can't sign a fucking poster and he wasn't a part of one of the greatest cards of all time. Garcia lost.
Congratulations, Landon. It's all yours, brother. It's all yours.
It's dumb, man. Congratulations, Landon.
I don't think we need to rip a card right now, unless you guys want to, but what? We're malfunctioning.
It's all right. We'll get back on track. We'll get back on track.
Here.
There's a couple fat jokes in the comments. You want me to read some of those?
Talking about Landon?
No, me. There's a fat joke about me. This one is not good. He said, do you guys where was it at? Something about fuck it. Is Big Gun what he calls his insulin shot? Haha, sorry, I had to. The diabetes joke. I mean,
you got him.
Not diabetic, but I get it. And then the one back here was actually kind of funny. It's something about like, can we get to the picks? If I wanted to watch an obese kid talk about food, I would have put on Nikado avocado.
Dude, he got you bad.
That was a good one. The Nikado avocado kid, which I think I'm vaguely familiar with him, but we'll go to the fights here, babe.
All right. Well, first fight of the night, we got some women's MMA, I believe. Deani Barbosa comes in at -600, taking on Anna Melisano, sits at +450. Melisano making her UFC debut. She was on The Ultimate Fighter, and she lost on the very first episode. She was actually the #1 pick by the coaches, and she ended up getting subbed in the first round of that fight. But I would say, based on watching her, she's a pretty fun fighter. She's going to go in there. She's going to scrap, and I'm sure the UFC liked that, and she's stepping in on short notice. Deani Barbosa is 3-2 in the UFC. She's 34, and she's coming off a win against Melissa Gatto, where she nearly got DQ'd for kicking her in the face. Yeah. But Melissa Gatto rose from the dead and decided to fight, which was quite surprising because it looked like she could have got a DQ win there. But
could have looked the easy way out. Could have took the Cody Brunion's way out.
She could have took the easy way out, but she didn't. And Barbosa goes on to win the fight. So she's coming off a win. What do you think, your BP? -600. I mean,
yeah. I mean, listen, I'm not touching Barbosa. I'm going Melisano. You know, she was on The Ultimate Fighter, which I've actually been watching every week this year. It's been pretty good. She fought first. She was the first pick of Bisping. She completely froze in the fight. She fought someone that they did not realize how good she was, if I'm being honest with you. They picked the fight Or no, they didn't. DC picked the fight, excuse me, but they were very confident. They thought the girl was going to win. She froze. She did not fight up to her potential. She is decent size for this division. She's athletic. She's fast. She got good striking. Pretty well rounded. Barboza's got the UFC experience. She's, I think, obviously better on the ground and a little bit more physical and strong, but Melisana's a big, strong woman as well. In shape, too. This just screams plus 450 is, to me, crazy. I don't think Barboza should ever be minus 600 against anybody. I mean, you put her against a fucking mop, and it's like, maybe the mop might get her a little bit, right? Can't be minus 600. Just can't be. She's not that good. She's not that guy, pal. Give me Melisana. I'm going to take a shot at the huge dog here. And at plus 450, again, I think she did not show how good she could be on the Ultimate Fighter, and I think that's the reason she got the call up. Yes, the bodies are probably very thin at 125. There's not a lot of females at this position or at this weight class. Regardless, I think she can handle herself here, and at the very least, she's going to fight for your dollar. I don't think she's going to get smoked out by any means. I think she'll fight for your dollar. And plus 450, I'm willing to see her fight for the dollar.
Yeah, she's gonna fucking scrap. Yeah. And if Barboza doesn't get this fight to the ground, like, she's not covering minus 600, bro. Like, I mean, I think obviously this price is like this for a reason. Like, they see the submission loss from Melisano. They see that she got subbed on the Ultimate Fighter. So it's like, well, Barboza, she's got subs. She goes for subs. She's probably gonna find a sub, and I think she probably does. But I don't think she's like the best offensive wrestler. I don't think she's got great cardio or anything. So like she kind of needs to sub her round one to like look minus 600. Because if this fight extends and she's on the feet with Melisano, Hannah's like, she's hittable, but like she's gonna walk forward and she's gonna throw. She kind of reminds me of Ernesta Karikate.
Okay.
That Barboza fought, where she's like in your face. She's got like this high guard. She's going to throw a lot of combinations and just kind of try to wear you down. But she's not as big as Karikate. But I think she might, crack a little bit harder. I think she's got a little bit more weight behind her punches. So it should be interesting. I'm not laying minus 600 on her, though. I can tell you that.
Long arms, too. She looked like she had long arms. I didn't know her reach. Looking at her reach now. Yeah, Melisano's got some long arms, brother.
I also think Barboza has like worked on her striking a lot, so she kind of
try it out.
Yeah, she thinks she's better than she actually is. So that's where we get dicey with these minus 600 favorites who like need a submission, and maybe she doesn't even go out there and fucking wrestle. Maybe she doesn't go to take her down.
Yeah. Maybe she's like, I've worked on my stand-up, my box, at shooter box, at my Portuguese. NZO2 wants 1,000 on Dion Barboza. Oof. Do what you want to do. I might tell you how to use your money, but there's other spots in this card, brother, that are going to be, I think, better for you that aren't minus 600 over Dion Barboza.
Yeah. Barboza sub is
plus 100. I can see that. I mean, Melisano did not look like she had great sub defense on the Ultimate Fighter. That was, however, a couple months ago. So again, I think if Bisping sees something in you, I think Bisping has a pretty good eye for talent, especially when it's not a UK fighter, because he sucks all the UK fighters' dicks. She's an American, and he picked her number one. I believe in there's some obviously talent there.
It's got to be. I mean, like, I think Barboza is going to sub her, but I don't even think at plus 100, like, is it really that great of a price? Like, if you gave me plus 50 maybe, but
Dixon Sider did bring up a good point, but Michael Bisping does only have one eye. So his one eye.
Got a good eye.
Yeah, a good eye. Yeah. So.
All right. Well, let's move on. Featherweight bout here. We got, I think, probably the most intriguing fight on the card. And that's a bold statement because we got a lot of good fights on this card. But when they made this matchup, I think it was last night.
It came together really.
I think it was last night.
We don't have fighters too.
Yeah, we don't have odds for it, so unfortunately, that we can't really give you like a. Oh, we do. Just dropped.
What they got?
Just dropped.
Anderson favorite.
Anderson's the dog. Bro.
Ooh, okay.
We got plus 115 on Damian Anderson and minus 135 on Ezra Elliott. Both guys undefeated. Both guys under the age of 30. Ezra Elliott, teammates with Tommy Guns, who we're going to talk about later. Sean O'Malley trains at the Red Hawk, trains at the MMA Lab. And I've heard a lot of good things about him. Like, I've known about this guy. And so when I was watching his tape, I'm like, okay, so this guy's got a bit of hype, training with Sean O'Malley and all that. And I've watched some of, what was that?
I don't know. Hang on a second.
Don't let it be the dog, bro. Somebody's trying to break into BP's room. Are you good?
Yeah, my dog has that cone on his head, so he
yeah.
doesn't lick his fucking tail, and I don't know, he's knocking shit over.
I was gonna go on a tangent, but let's just get back to the fights. Yeah, so Trinidaddy has seen Ezra live. Kid fights in Arizona. I've seen kid can absolutely fight. He can. He's very good. And then I'm watching him. Just dominates pretty much everyone in round one. All 7 of his wins come in round 1. 2 TKOs, 5 subs. He's got this like modified rear naked choke where he like does it through the arm. Garcia chokes. So he's a wrestler. I did a little bit of a deep dive on him. He was a state champion wrestler in Illinois, and he did not go to college, but if he wanted to go to college, he could have went to college to wrestle. So a very good wrestler. And obviously he's not really doing much striking in his fights. So I don't really know what his striking looks like, but his grappling style kind of reminds me of Chimaev, where he's just like bouncing, then just shoots into your hips, takes you down, and like mauls you with ground and pound, threatening with chokes. And he's ran through everybody, but a lot of these fights are just not very competitive. Like they even had odds on some of his fights, and he was like minus 5,000. So like, he's not really getting a lot of pushback in most of his fights, but I do think he's very good. And then on the other side, Damian Anderson had no idea who this guy was. I'm not in the grappling scene, but I did a deep dive on him, and he's very impressive as well, dude. Like, this guy trains at B Team. He's a Danaher black belt. Like, he's a legit grappler. And I watched some of his grappling matches, and I'm not a guy that likes to watch grappling matches, but he was a pretty fun grappler. And I actually listened to him breaking down his own fight on YouTube. You can go watch it, against Gabriel Vanderlei in Fury FC 98, where he heel hooked him in the second round. And Vanderlei is a pretty good fighter, man. He's like 7-2. He's 24 years of age, pretty big guy for the weight class. 6 foot, and he pretty much had control of that fight entirely, and then ended up heel hooking him in the second when Vanderlei was kind of rocked, went for the legs, and then he just snatched up the heel real quick, and like that was it. But Vanderlei's a good grappler with like 7 subs, so the 6 or 7 subs, 6 7, and he fucking subbed him, dude. Like that's impressive. You can look on his Tapology. You'll see some of the guys that he's going up against in the grappling matches. Andrew Tackett jumped out to me. I've met Andrew Tackett. I know Andrew Tackett's a very good BJJ player. He lost to him in 2020.
Champion in UFC BJJ, I believe.
Yeah, champion in UFC BJJ. He lost to Andrew in 2020. And something that you don't see on Tapology is that he actually beat him in 2022 in grappling.
Right.
Andrew Tackett. In grappling. You can watch it on YouTube, but you won't find it on Tapology. So I'm like, holy shit, this guy's a fucking good grappler, man. And then I watched him strike, and I'm like, he's actually a pretty solid striker. Like, when he was breaking down his fight, he had a lot of thought process to how he was approaching it. So I think this guy is like pretty damn good as well. I'm surprised the UFC would match these guys up, but I guess they got another fight to fill on UFC OKC. Or UFC cock, as BP likes to say. So the fact that plus 115 on Anderson's kind of intriguing. Because when I look at this stylistically, oh, look at it, just moved. He's down to plus 100. And Ezra Elliott minus 120. So some money coming in on Anderson. They see the same thing. I think Ezra's wrestling style is like playing right into the hands of Damian. Because is he going to just hold down Damian? No. Like Damian's going to be able to grapple with him. And then I don't really know what Ezra's striking looks like. Like I know what Damian's striking looks like, but I don't know what Ezra looks like if he has to stand and strike, or if his grappling's, if he's not getting the better of the grappling. So that's why I kind of lean towards Damian. But if Ezra does get on top, like he's got a pretty good ground and pound, but I think those leg locks from Damian are going to give him a lot of problems, just like constantly attacking him, forcing scrambles. So I'm leaning towards Damian here. And if you want to get in, you probably should get in now.
Yeah.
Because it looks like the line's moving towards him. What do you think?
Yeah, I just checked DraftKings, my book, and they didn't have this line yet. I thought Damian would be the favorite. So when you announced him at plus 115 and now he's down to plus 100, I'm in. I'm in on the dog. I like Damian Anderson. Lock me up at plus 100. Ezra Elliott has bullied a lot of people in his fights. You know, he's got some real flashy front kicks. He'll kick. He moves pretty good. He's got some good movement on the feet, but he always pressures for the takedown. That's what he's comfortable with. He's a good wrestler. You know, obviously his striking's coming along, working with Sean and stuff. And he's a combination of Tim Welch and then the MMA Lab Couch. So he's cross training with both those teams. But he's getting good looks, right? He's getting good looks. Both these guys, I think, are naturally 135ers, or at least I know Anderson was. But obviously, short notice are fighting at 45. You can obviously tell that as Ezra Elliott's could be the bigger dude here. But Damian Anderson, the thing that separates him with his jiu-jitsu, it's very good. Like jiu-jitsu, like competition jiu-jitsu sometimes doesn't work all that great in MMA because a lot of those guys don't like being hit.
He did combat jiu-jitsu.
Right. So a lot of those guys don't like being hit, and a lot of those guys are very uncomfortable. They want the beautiful art. Damian Anderson's a guy who did combat jiu-jitsu, like Hayden said, and has had several fights where his stand-up doesn't look bad. So he's clearly training that. A lot of jiu-jitsu guys, you go look at any fucking Gracie ever, right? Their stand-up stinks because they're like, oh, we're going to do the arts or whatever. He's at B team, which is a whole different league with jiu-jitsu. That's why he's locking up heel hooks and knee bars and doing some leg stuff, which I think will be the future of MMA jiu-jitsu. I think that is all what you see Mikey Musheshi land in competition is these leg locks, right? He sets it up. Yeah. It's beautiful. It's hard to do that in MMA because you expose your head, you get hit. There's going to be a system, and Craig Jones is one of the guys developing the system. Even I don't think he's with the B team anymore, where you're going to be able to land these in MMA with protecting your head or land them quick enough where guys tap, because you can't really train leg locks all that much in the gym because you get your shit blown out. I think Ezra can bully him and maybe stay safe and do some ground and pound like Hayden said. I just think Damian Anderson is better off his back and on top. I'm really interested to see how the grappling is. I think they both have good grappling. On paper, Damian Anderson has like maybe the better credentialed grappling, but that doesn't really mean anything in MMA. But again, plus money, Damian Anderson, I'll take it. His nickname's Demon Hands, though, right? And I'm like, I mean, you haven't knocked anybody out. You don't only got hand. I mean, you got one KO, but you got to, get something cooler than Demon Hands. But whatever. I guess he didn't name himself. But give me Damian Anderson. I really thought I'd come in here and like Ezra Elliott. I like his team. I like who he's repping. I love this fight. It is interesting that they're putting them together so quick in these two in particular, but I like Anderson.
If you've ever heard him talk, he talks exactly like Mighty Mouse.
Yeah, very.
It's kind of weird because like the way he was breaking down the fight, I'm like, does this guy watch Mighty Mouse? Like he probably does.
Probably does. I mean, if he's a student of the game, he definitely does. I mean, and he's Dallas, Texas too, fighting out of, I don't know where he's, it says born United States, fighting out of Dallas, but he's probably just in Texas because of the B team. So I wonder where he's from. Yeah.
I'll tell you this, guys, I'm not going to bet on this fight unless we get like a crazy number on like Anderson by sub. But this is where you got to know yourself, right? Like I'm not a grappler, so I don't feel like I should be, putting money on a fight between two grapplers. I'm just very intrigued to see how this fight plays out because I got a lot of respect for both guys, and I think they're both going to do good things. But I'm just excited about this one as a fight fan. I'm not going to bet on it at all.
NZO21 says he's from New Jersey, Anderson. So is the Ryan brothers. Maybe he trained with Gordon Ryan, Nicky Ryan's little brother.
Yeah.
And that's probably why he ended up on B team.
All right. Well, let's get another fucking giveaway in here, eh?
Let go.
Giveaway. We got
giveaway.
half a year, not 1 year, half a year. So the rest of 2026, you're going to get full access to the Homo Fight Picks premium membership. So you're going to get my bets, every single one of them. And we got Dana White Contender Series coming up as well, which we always cook. And we got PFL as well. So UFC, PFL, Dana White Contender Series. You're going to get all my bets, all of Nolan's bets, full access to the Homo Fight Picks premium membership. Let's see who's going to get it.
Here we go. Spin that wheel.
Spin that wheel.
Here we go. Now, is Landon out or is his name still in there?
He's out.
He's out. Okay.
Willie.
Ooh, is it Willie? Willie
Pickle.
Pickle.
Congratulations. You are now part of the team, the Homo Fight Picks premium membership team. You get a full rest of the 2026 year to get all my bets and all of Nolan's bets in the Homo Fight Picks premium membership. Can't wait to have you, brother.
Shout out Willie Pickles. Great name. Way to get it done, brother. Congrats.
Pickles. Shout out to him. Next up, we're going to have a private Zoom call with Dean Thomas after we break down these next couple of fights. Alvin Hines steps in as a favorite, minus 142, taking on RJ Harris. Couple of big boys going to slug it out. RJ Harris plus 122, making his UFC debut. He's 5-0, 3 subs as a heavyweight, 1 KO, 1 decision. Alvin Hines lost his UFC debut and then popped for some steroids, some performance enhancers.
That fucking gas, bro.
Got a suspension. Now he's back. Now he's, supposed to be off the sauce. We'll see if he is. He's 34, and he's stepping in here as the shorter in height and shorter in reach man, but he is the favorite with the UFC experience. BP, what do you think about this one?
Well, RJ Harris, he's from Ohio, boy. He's an Ohio boy. Zanesville, Ohio. Eastern Ohio, I believe it's maybe like an hour outside of Columbus. I've never been there myself, but he's an Ohio boy. He's 6'6". He does have some good submissions. He's got some standing guillotines. I wish his jab was better. He's got 80-inch reach. He's obviously still a lot of work in progress, but Alvin Hines on the gas looked like shit, right? The only thing he had against Jonetta Diaz is toughness, right? He got his fucking head caved in, but he was tough. He's like, hey, I can take it. Off the gas, assuming he's off the gas. I can't imagine he wants to get popped again and just get kicked out. I just don't trust him here. I don't know how he wins. He's got a head kick knockout on the regionals. Good luck trying to get your little fucking foot up and your leg up to 6'6", bro. Ain't gonna happen. He's been pretty tough. He's probably gonna go for some takedowns. Again, RJ Harris does have a good guillotine. He's got those long arms. He will take your neck. Hopefully he doesn't jump ghillie, because when you're 6'6", unless your ghillie is death or your guard is death, use your 6'6" frame and just piece him up on the feet. Stand outside and piece him up, right? RJ Harris, not a world beater. This is a very low-level fight. But I like RJ Harris, plus 122 at heavyweight. I'll take it. I'll take the Ohio boy. I just think Alvin Harris shouldn't have made it to the UFC and then stayed because he was tough and then got that toughness revoked when he got pissed hot for gas. So, let's hopefully this Ohio boy shows him what's up here. So give me RJ Harris.
Little Midwestern coming in here. Big country. He looks like Ben Rothwell.
Does look like Ben Rothwell. Yeah, very Ben Rothwell look. I wonder what the RJ stands for. Probably Ronald James. The R's got to be Ronald. Because a lot of people, they won't RJ it if it's like Ryan, right? They won't, they'll go by Ryan, but like Ronald, right? That's not like
it's probably Richard James Harris.
Richard James could be. Yeah. Do I follow him anywhere? I'm gonna follow him right now, and I'm gonna DM him and ask him what it means.
Yeah, I don't think RJ Harris is like that bad, to be honest. I think they're kind of on a similar level. I don't think either guy's really gonna do a ton in the UFC. And I'm gonna take the bigger guy here. 6'6", 80-inch reach. Looks like he's got decent volume. He's got pretty good straight punches, which I like. He doesn't really load up, which I also like. He kind of I don't want to say he's a reach merchant because he kind of has tall man defense. He doesn't really use his reach to evade, but he uses his reach to reach you with his punches. Straight punches, I like it. Alvin Hines probably moves a little bit better, maybe a little bit more of an athlete when it comes to footwork, but coming off the roids, 34, and the fact that he got beat up for 3 rounds against Denise and okay, now he's good. No, he just he 8 shots, probably was able to eat him because he was on the roids. And I think RJ Harris has decent enough cardio to like not fucking death gas unless Hines pushes a pace. But without the roids, who's to say he can push a pace? RJ Harris, decent little guillotine as well. If Hines tries to shoot a little sloppy takedown, he likes to chuck it up there. I think Hines probably has to wrestle here to look like a solid favorite.
I think so too.
It's an overhand, but I don't really think Hines has great wrestling. So I'll take RJ Harris at the dog. I think it's a pick-up, Ben. I think it's a true pick-up. I wouldn't really want to lay chalk on either of these guys. Reach Merchant is wild. I mean, he's got an 80-inch reach, and he just fucking chucks out 1-2s.
Yeah. You could use that 80 inches against a guy who's 74 who doesn't know how to strike. That's big. I just DM'd RJ Harris, by the way. I just gave him a follow. See if he can get back to me by the end of the show and see what that means. Trent thinks it's Rick James, which, I mean, if your name's Rick James, you go by Rick James. You know what I mean?
True. Trent said he sat next to Alvin at LFA a few weeks ago. He was a real nice dude and loved watching the fights. He liked my idea of adding a warning track.
Great. Now I feel bad for making fun of him, Trent. Thanks, dude.
You know, I mean, I'm sure he is a nice guy, but
here, do Tyler Betts right there. I love this joke he just got.
Hines
got 57 ways. That is good. That is good. That's my kind of comedy right there. I love it.
Got to bet the guy who is not abusing steroids. I mean, it's hard to believe that Goozy Hines is abusing steroids with like a mid physique.
It's weird. Like Johnny Hendricks used to say it all the time. And Johnny's never popped, but his career really went right. And he said, if his line was when people accuse him on steroids, he's like, if I'm taking your steroids, you should get your money back, because he was never like ripped or jacked. Yeah. But the Johnny Hendricks who fought GSP, I don't know if you can tell me that guy wasn't on steroids. I mean, because that dude had a career fall off. So it's not all about muscles at times. It could be about performance, cardio, what have you.
True. Could be a little anabolics, you know?
Yeah.
Just get that cardio on point. All right, flyweight belt. We got the biggest favorite on the card. Alden Correa comes in at minus 1,000, taking on Stuart Nickel. Sits at Stewie. Old Stewie, he's 0-3. He's looking for his first UFC dub, and the books are saying he is not getting that first UFC dub Saturday. Correa 2-0 in the UFC, 4-0 in the last 5 with 1 no contest. He's 28. He's looked really good, and obviously that's adamant by the line. But I will say
it.
This is like, there's a lot of I don't think you, like, obviously not lay in minus 1,000 on Correa. I wouldn't even chuck it into a parlay. Like, what's the point?
Sure.
They're just pricing you out of betting on Correa in this spot. And I don't think the minus 1,000 is like, is it valued, BP? Like, come on. Like, Alden Correa, I think he's really good. I bet on him to beat Alessandro Costa, but he lost to fucking he's lost 3 times on the regional scene. Lost to Alberto Trujillo, who's like a regional journeyman. He lost to that guy not that long ago. It wasn't that long ago he lost to Alberto Trujillo. And if you look at, how these guys have been priced, Corey's UFC debut, he was plus 300. Stuart Nickel in his UFC debut was a pretty sizable favorite against Jesus Aguilar, minus 225. And then Nickel fights Lucas Rocha. It's a pick'em. So the UFC's like, or the odds makers are kind of like, well, we don't know if this guy's good or not. We thought he was good, but he just got choked by Aguilar. So we're not really sure if this guy's good. They price him as a pick'em against Rocha. He loses. And then they price him against Costa as a plus 320 dog, and he gets knocked out. So in that fight, they were like, yeah, this guy's not good. We're pretty sure this guy's pretty awful. We're going to make him a big dog against Costa. And now they're basically saying, this guy's absolutely terrible. Shouldn't be here. They're pricing him at plus 700. Corey is the exact opposite. Went from a big dog against Costa. Then he's a sizable favorite against Garul. They believe in him. And now they really fucking believe in him. So I don't know. Like, I think Nickel's not very good. I think Corey is pretty good, but like, I think Nickel can somewhat compete here. Like early, especially like Corey is not really a guy that's just going to go out there and smoke you. it is flyweight at the end of the day. Like, you don't see a lot of big hitters in the flyweight division. So, I mean, if he doesn't knock him out, I don't know. Like, is Nickel going to look plus 700? Like, it's just a bit nitpicky on the line. But I kind of feel like Coria, like, TKOs him late because I don't really think Nickel's cardio is that good. And if he starts failing takedowns, like, he's going to start to gas out too. So, late KO for Coria, but the odds are shit too. Like, you just can't bet this fight really unless you're going to chuck something into a parlay. But what do you think you're being?
Yeah, you nailed it. I love Lazy Bed's chat. He's pulling out an old Mad TV bit. He said, if my fighter name was Stuart, my nickname will be look what I can do. It's look it up on shout out Mad TV. Yeah. Look what I can do. Stuart Nickel, what a weird MMA career. His second pro fight ever, he fought for a title and he won and he defended it in Australia against nobodies. And then he gets a call up to the UFC really early in his career and obviously has not won since he's been here. You know, got choked out round 1 against Aguilar. Shit happens. Rocha dominated him, and then Costa knocked him out. Out of Coria, the big knock on him when I was deep diving him, you know, a couple fights ago was he's a bit of a party boy. Didn't take MMA seriously. Maybe could be the true healer loss. Maybe that's an excuse his team's giving out that he might not be super focused at times, whatever. But he's looked good since he's been in the UFC, right? I mean, knocking out Costa, that's age well. I know Costa probably, or, you know, he's injured in that fight, but, you know, Costa's looked pretty fucking good since that fight. And Coria, obviously, I think is a good up-and-coming dude. But the thing, obviously, I'm taking Coria, right? I don't know how I think you nailed it on the head. I don't think I need to spend too much time on it. But the one thing is maybe he lost to Trujillo thinking, I can run through this journey, man. You know, this guy's nothing. If he's thinking the same thing about old Stewie Nickel's got no chin whatsoever, but there's a little bit of scrap in there. He's fighting for his career, right? So there's going to be a guy out there that's going to be holding a Stewie Nickel ticket at plus 700, maybe even a little more if he goes up, and be like, told you, Stewie's doing it. I won't be that guy because I don't think he's very good. But what a weird MMA career, Stewie Nickel. I would love to know who the fuck his manager is because, man, this guy's got it made in the shade. But yeah, the pick is Coria. That's about it. I think he'll finish him. I think he'll knock him out.
Dick Saw MMA with the $4.99. I appreciate you, brother. Late to the party, boys. What's good? Jive kind of rubbed me the wrong way. Gloating the Max TKO. Seemed like Mac tried. Man, much love, though. Live for y'all. Here's the thing, Dick Saw. All right. I'm at the tailgate at Mandalay Bay. I've been at the tailgate since 2 p.m. And the only thing to do at the tailgate is watch sports and drink. All right. So when Max Holloway and McGregor fought, I had been there for about 6 hours. Okay. And I didn't really, I mean, I was talking to my wife when I got home and she was like, I was telling her about it. And she's like, were you drunk? And I was like, no, I wasn't that drunk. I like we had some happy dads. We were throwing them back, but I felt fine. And then she's like, no, you were drunk. And I was like, okay, all right. Well, you know, if you're saying I'm drunk, probably right. And a couple of the people commented on my post that I was drunk.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, I mean, I was fucking.
He's excited. A lot of money won, you know.
All right, I was there.
My guy, and he had some.
110 degrees out in Las Vegas as well. All right, and I'm. There's a lot more drunk people around me, so when you're not as drunk as them, you don't really feel that drunk. And so, yeah, I was probably a bit gloaty because I was also, you know, had a lot of money on Max Holloway. But at the end of the day, I mean, fucking, I would have liked to see the fight play out a little bit more than it did. But it was more so, you know, a couple brewskis, bag ski, you know.
I love Dick Saw MMA's passion because I literally had severed a friendship via the MMA. We did an MMA show years ago together because he didn't bet and I did. And I lost a ton of money on Izzy against Jan Blachowicz. And I also was a huge fan of Izzy. And he rubbed it in so bad. And I'm like, bro, you don't even care. You didn't lose me. So it was the whole thing. Anyway, guys, RJ Harris got back to me pretty quickly as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so shout out RJ Harris. He's fighting this weekend. Big fan. I literally said, break down your fight on the podcast, the BigJive MMA Show. What does RJ stand for? I have a bet going with my co-host. I just said that, not really going to bet. Good luck with this weekend, OH, baby. And he goes, what do you guys think it is? And I said, I think it's Ronald James. What did you think it was?
Richard James.
Richard, okay. And then I said, a guy in the chat said Rick James. And he said Richard Jr. So fucking hey Jive, getting it done, baby. So Richard Jr. Harris, good luck this weekend, brother. I appreciate you responding back to me.
RJ the Hammer just followed him.
Good
Might
guy.
throw a little bet on him. Who knows? But
yeah, throw a little sprinkle on the Ohio boy.
Dick's off $4.99 again. To be honest, I did cash Max TKO. Was just really sad about.
Well, I'm glad you won. Hopefully that you wipe your tears with a little bit of the money, for sure. Listen, I was bummed too because you don't want a main event end like that. I remember when fucking Aspinall blew his knee against Curtis Blades. I'm like, fuck, that's it. That's all we get. It's one of those things in the sport that absolutely sucks. I mean, literally, I remember. I'm a huge diehard Cincinnati Bengals fan, and Bengals made the playoffs when I was like old enough to realize they made the playoffs. And within the first drive, Carson Palmer blew his knee out against the fucking Steelers of all people. Like, dude, that was one of the most angry I've ever been in my life. I'm being honest with you. But yeah, it sucks. It sucks, dude. It's part of life in MMA. Unfortunately, that happens quite a bit. So,
I've also been on the wrong side of injuries a lot. So, I felt like that was due for one. I was on Aspinall for big against Curtis Blades.
Yeah.
So, that was fun. Let's rip another giveaway here, a little contest.
Giveaway, Dean Thomas giveaway, baby. This one. Somebody
is getting a 30-minute private handicapping Zoom call. Dean Thomas. Who's it going to be, VP?
I don't know. Next to the Snowboards, this is the one I wanted. I mean, the Bruce Cruise is the best. I know I don't have a shot at the Bruce Cruise, but these are the two I would want. The Snowboards and Dean Thomas. Oh, here we go.
Ooh. Oh,
KW. KVR.
Take it. Shout out to KVR. Congratulations. You have won a Zoom call with Dean Thomas. 30 minutes. 30
awesome,
minutes. I bet you he would probably go 31. If you really
I don't think he's going to be with a stop clock for 30 minutes. I think when you get Dean going about fighting, his passion, his love, I think he'll give you some stuff. So shout out KVR. Kevin Vincent Randall is that guy's name. KVR.
I think it's a play on words like caviar.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, listen, you've been right all night about it. What the fuck do I know?
I know usernames. There is somebody in the top 50 whose name is Gable Stevenson. Stevenson, not Stevenson.
Well, it's so annoying that it's Stevenson. Just throw the N in there, right? And then and it's funny. There's a username literally named Paige Van Zandt Beehole or whatever, and they know how to pick fights. They're constantly top ranked.
Yeah.
What were the ones that Russ tried to he denied? Was it like gay jive or something? People trying to sign up gay jive or something.
Sign up named Gay Jive, bro.
Gay jive, yeah. He had to be like, I can't do it. That's good.
Oh, no, I think it's funny, but yeah.
No, I think it's hilarious.
Yeah. All right, back to the fights. Light heavyweight bout. Felipe Franco comes in at plus 135, taking on Levi Rodriguez Jr. So it's at minus 155. Another PED abuser. Levi, hot off the sauce, 6-month suspension after his win on the Contender Series against Freddie Vidal. And Freddie Vidal, the gym teacher himself, lost to Levi, but he beat Felipe Franco, which is fucking nuts to say. I mean, the gym teacher.
I want to correct myself. The 3PC did not deny that. Freedom of speech. He is an actual member. So there's a member called Gay Jive. Okay. Shout out Gay Jive.
Shout out to Gay Jive, bro. Hopefully your picks are better than mine.
Yeah.
The name Gay Jive. But Felipe Franco, 25, 0-1 in the UFC, made his debut at heavyweight against Mario Pinto. Lost the decision. Not much happened in that one. But other than that, he lost on the Contender Series to Freddie Vidal. And every other fight was against absolute bums. So, obviously looking at him, you would think he's the guy that's abusing the PEDs, but he's clean. Levi, though, Levi's got a craving for some sauce, some juice. You know what I mean?
Juice.
So I don't know. This one's fucking disgusting to me, BP. I mean, I don't think Levi is really all that good. I don't think Franco's that good. Levi's got some pop in his hands, especially early, but Franco apparently a BJJ black belt, but he got subbed by a fucking gym teacher.
Yeah.
And Freddie Vidal. So yeah, this is disgusting. Pick your poison, BP. Which one is it?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to go against everything I said against Alvin Hines when I bashed him about being on the gas because, I mean, Rodriguez, I'm assuming, is off the gas. And I don't think he would want to ruin his career by getting popped again. I like him here. I think Franco is an absolute joke. I think this guy, he looks the part. He looks muscled up. He looks great. Don't think he's very good at all. This is the first time ever when Ray Longo, they asked Ray Longo about Freddie Vidal and the Anakin Florian and was like, yeah, your guy Freddie got the shot or whatever because he won. And the UFC's like, yeah, we don't know. We want to see him back. So then they brought him back on the contenders against Levi and he lost. And Ray was obviously supporting his dude, was just like, yeah, got the call. We're getting like, he was shocked that his boy Freddie got the call. Ray was saying everything besides, I don't think he's ready yet, right? Yeah. And maybe he wasn't. Man, he clearly didn't look like ready. But, Franco, again, does nothing. I think Levi can clip him in the first round. He's explosive in the first round. If he's off the gas, truly, you might only have one round in you. Franco, big muscled up dude. Sure, he can get the fight to the ground and maybe make it ugly. He's got 4 subs. He's the bigger guy. He's going to be assumingly the stronger guy. Maybe the more cardio. But again, he didn't look good against Freddie Vidal, and he didn't look good against anybody, really, the tape study I did. So I'm going to go Levi Rodriguez, KO round 1. It's the only way I'm going to play it is knockout round 1. I'm going to get my money in and get out, and that will be on DraftKings, round and method. Levi Rodriguez win by KO round 1 plus 175. So they're obviously steaming it. Maybe not even worth playing.
Similar to the Gondra line.
Huh?
Similar to the Ryan Gondra.
Yeah, Gondra was plus 180 last week, and I think that's how Rodriguez does it.
I think they're kind of similar guys. Like I think in round 1 they can knock you out, but if they don't, probably gonna look pretty bad. So, I mean, yeah, that's probably the way to play them. But I don't want anything to do with this fight. So,
yeah,
pass to a better fight. Welterweight bout. Seokhyun Ko comes in a minus 200, taking on JPL John Paul Labozniani. Let's say it for me, BP.
Labozniani.
Jean-Paul Labozniani. Comes in at plus 170. He's 1-0 in the UFC. Beat Phil Rowe. Seokhyun Ko also beat Phil Rowe by decision. Blanketed him for 3 rounds, and he also beat Oban Elliott. So he's 2-0 in the UFC. He was supposed to fight Jacoby Smith earlier this year. He pulls out with an injury. And, I mean, this line is pretty telling. Seokhyun Ko minus 200. They're fairly confident he gets this one done. BP, are you?
Yeah, so this one's tough because early when we did our prediction show earlier in the year, I liked John Paul Labozniani. He was like a guy to look out for. I thought he looked really mid against Phil Rowe. I am a fan of that guy's personality. I'm a fan of this guy, Houston Jones on YouTube. He like hurts himself, right? And he did a thing at the UFC PI with John Paul Labozniani, and Bosniani like just beat him up, like calf kicks, leg kicks, spinning back fist to the fucking shoulder. And John Paul seemed like a cool fucking dude. However, Seokhyun Ko, this motherfucker's a beast, right? They call him Korean Tyson, but he's been grappling dudes. 6 takedowns over Oban Elliott, couldn't get him up. 4 takedowns over Phil Rowe. Phil Rowe couldn't get up, tried to play the guard game, landed 4 fucking strikes.
Yeah.
But you look at the 2 losses on Ko, they are by knockout, right? And John Paul's pretty well-rounded, but I do think that Ko is just too physical. I think Ko is too strong in the clinch, too strong in the grappling. I think John Paul's got to have to land a spinning back fist. He's going to have to land something hot. He's going to have to back up Ko because I think Ko is not going to want to strike too much with John Paul. I think he's going to want to take him down. I think John Paul also knows that. I think he's going to be a little bit gun shy when it comes to the striking. I'm going to go Ko here. Minus 200. It's a little steep for me. So I think this line should be a little bit closer, but I get it. Ko has looked really good and dominating his last 2 fights. Yeah. And John Paul squeaked by Phil Rowe, who I don't even think is part of the UFC anymore. So even though I love John Paul Labozniani, give me Seokhyun Ko. Shaquille Cole at minus 200. Korean Tyson.
Yeah, I think it's a fun fight. I think they're both, solid fighters. I think they'll do good things in the UFC. They're still young in their UFC career, although Ko is 32. It's interesting because Ko was minus 185 against Phil Rowe, and Jean Paul was minus 215.
Right.
And obviously, Ko had a much better performance as far as, where the scorecards landed, more of a flawless victory. But this is, different matchup styles make fights. I think JPL is definitely a live dog, but I could also see Ko's top pressure being too much, him landing ground and pound, JPL not being able to get up off of his back, because I think Ko could take him down. I don't think Lebosnioni has much takedown defense, but he's a good grappler, man. He's a legit grappler. That's his base.
Mm-hmm.
He's been grappling for a very long time. So I could it's a fight that I don't think I can really predict. I don't really know if Lebosnioni's going to be able to create scrambles or if Ko's just going to have too much top pressure. We've also seen Lebosnioni TKO'd twice as well.
He's been finished twice too, yep.
He got sparked by Spike Carlisle.
Spike!
Which was, kind of just like early KO. And then the other one was a doctor stoppage against Jacoby Jones. And Jacoby Jones kind of did similar things that Ko does, which is take you down, ground and pound. So I could see Ko taking over with that. I don't really want to, I'm not interested in Ko at minus 200. I'm more interested on the plus 170 because I think this is closer to a pick 'em. But, I do think if Ko gets his game off, he could look like a, pretty sizable favorite. I just think there's more potential for Lebosnioni to make this fight closer or even, run away with it. Maybe get a finish as well.
Yeah.
So, and he's the younger guy, could still be improving. Looks like he's super dialed in, locked in into making his career in MMA. So I don't want to fade Lebosnioni at minus 200 here. Doesn't make sense to me. If anything, it's a dog or pass. But, if there's a gun to my head, I'd probably say Ko decision, I think Ko probably wins a decision.
Yeah.
Ko wins 29-28. Could definitely see that.
Mm-hmm.
Jacoby's very similar. Great shout. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's like a pretty similar fight to what Ko's going to bring you. And he lost. And he got finished.
And hopefully he's learned from that because his get-up game to me hasn't been great. His takedowns against Phil Rowe, I felt like we're rushed or whatever. I don't think he's going to land takedowns on Ko. He's going to have to land something on Ko. Whether, because he's got some explosive striking. He's got some spinning shit. You're gonna have to fucking back this dude up. You're gonna have to. You can't be on your back foot in this fight. You're gonna lose.
Yeah, I agree. Was that 2 fights? Should we do another?
Let's rip another one. Let's go. What's next? The card? The cards? The tops?
Somebody's getting a 2026 Topps Chrome UFC Sapphire box.
Hey,
Wait. Hold on, BP.
He's got something, boys. Something.
I got a Sapphire Max Holloway right here. Isn't that a sick card?
That looks good.
Sexy card.
That looks good. Did you just rip that recently before he fought?
Yes, that was I think maybe 3-4 weeks ago.
Okay, good omen.
Just got it shipped in on Monday. We'll hit this super chat and then we'll hop into it. How many of Suck's opponent have been dropped from the UFC? I feel like JP's a very live dog. I think the market is really off on Suck here. Yeah, I kind of agree, but
Phil Rowe's definitely gone. I think Oban is still signed, but he's obviously a fraud. So
big prize, $400 value, Topps Chrome UFC Sapphire box. Who is it going to, BP?
Spin that wheel.
Spin that wheel.
Who we got? Is to the green.
JTOT Health.
JTO the Fluff. Just a fluff.
Congratulations.
Hey, congratulations, brother. Hopefully you're watching. Hopefully you see this.
You have won.
A lot of people in the chat really wanted that prize. That's really cool that you won that, brother.
I want that prize.
Yeah.
I've honestly debated buying one of those because they're sick cards. You can pull some real shit in there. So.
I was making a delivery at Meyer of all places, and there was a line out the door, and I was delivering to the pharmacy. I'm like, what the fuck is going on at Meyer? They were waiting for like these Pokemon boxes that just dropped.
Yeah.
So like these like Pokemon card, like people were like, I should have known by the crowd looking at the fucking people waiting. You know, not one of them has ever kissed a girl, but yeah, no, they were all fucking super psyched about these Pokemon boxes. And the fucking dude at fucking Walmart or at Meijer was on the radio. We got a box ready yet? And they're like, all right, we boxes are 5 minutes away. And everyone's looking at me like I got I'm delivering the boxes. I'm like, no, fuck off, not me.
Trindetti says it's J to the LH.
J to the LH. Either way,
whatever that means.
J to the LH, you got a fucking sick box of cards coming your way, brother.
Coming your way. All right, we've had featherweight bout. Austin Bashi comes in at -103, taking on Jose Delgado, sits at -117. So basically a pick'em. The 24-year-old Bashi, 1-1 in the UFC, coming off a win against John Yanis. That was somewhat of a layoff for him. He's been out for a little bit, but if you look at his IG, the guy's definitely in shape. Looks like he should get tested, if you know what I mean. Jose Delgado, 3-1 in the UFC, and coming off a win against Andre Fili. This is a sick fight.
I love this fight.
Super sick fight. Jose Delgado is going to have 5 inches in height, 4 inches in reach. BP, take it away. Hold on. We got a $50 super chat from Russ. Appreciate you, Russ. Thank you for all the giveaways on 3-Punch Combo. What do you think here, BP?
Yeah, thank you, Captain Russ. Wouldn't be here without you, brother. Appreciate everything you and your brother Andrew do. Love this fight. Two guys, again, up-and-coming guys, a little bit of a different. Delgado's more well-rounded. He can win a lot of different ways. Good striking, good grappling. He's kind of your complete mixed martial artist at this point, like the young guy coming up. Then you got Bash, he's 24. This kid is, I believe from your parts of the woods there, Hayden, and he is a solid wrestler, got a high motor on him, looks like a wrestler. You take a picture of this kid and you show him to 10 different people and be like, oh, that kid wrestles, right? 100%. Like you could tell. Yeah. But I don't know if he's quite a fighter yet, right? He's incredibly athletic, but does he get in there and can he get grimy, right? The Christian Rodriguez fight, Christian Rodriguez beats all these fucking up and coming new guys, right? He has scalps hanging on his wall. Bashi, one of them, right? But Bashi rebounded well against John Yanis, rear naked choke. That's his way to victory here. Is I think get the fight to the ground, get a rear naked choke. I like Bashi by submission. I think he's going to hunt for the takedown of Delgado. I think Delgado's smart, trains with a good camp. They're going to try to stop the takedown. I think it's going to come down to cardio, game planning. Is Bashi striking okay? Can he take a shot? Because he's got pretty tiny little arms. 70-inch reach is very small. Can he take a shot while trying to get into distance of Delgado? Delgado's got some decent little footwork here. I just think Bashi, again, with the wrestling upside and a really good back take, right? It's not flawless. There's some mistakes in there. He needs to clean that up. Obviously, he's 24 years old, though. So he's obviously getting better riding your back and having that high motor. But when this fight gets like kind of grimy, right? If Bashi can't land these takedowns and Delgado's landing some really good knees in the clinch to the body and leg kicking up Bashi, is Bashi still going to be there, right? Sometimes these wrestlers, if they don't get the wrestler going, they don't get that wrestling going, they tend to fall apart. And at 24 years old, I really want to see what this kid has, heart-wise, mental-wise, and we'll see because Delgado's a real deal. Delgado's a solid fighter. But I'm going to take Bashi just for the submission upside. I really think if he lands 1 or 2 takedowns and he obviously does something with it, it could be a real big problem for Delgado. So give me Bashi. This is a really tough fight for me to pick. I was bouncing back and forth. Ultimately went Bashi, though.
Yeah, it's a very tough one because it's striker versus grappler. Whoever gets their game off is obviously going to win. So based on the tape that I've watched, I kind of believe Bashi is probably going to be able to get his game off here. Like, I don't think Delgado has great takedown defense. He hasn't really fought anyone in the UFC that's really trying to take him down. Like, who was he fighting? Andre Fili, he did take him down. Andre Fili's not much of a wrestler. Nathaniel Wood took him down a couple times. Even Connor Matthews took him down. Now, obviously, he won 2 out of those 3 fights, but, if he doesn't get those early finishes or that early finish on Matthews, Matthews could have came back and, really grapple fucked him. No, I'm kidding. Feely, though, kind of mixed it in, and he made that fight close. I lean towards Bashi stylistically because I think Bashi can control where the fight goes. I think he is probably going to be able to take down Delgado, but is it too much too soon? Because Delgado's got, a couple really tough fights, Feely and Wood. It's good competition. Mm-hmm. And of course, he's probably got the side with the more finishing upside as well. He's got the weird weapons, knees up the middle, spinning elbows. So he's a dynamic striker. I could see him landing big shots, but I kind of trust the 24-year-old to eat them.
Sure.
I like the pace that Bashi likes to set. So, and also you look at Delgado's lone loss before the UFC against Makate, who's a good wrestler, and he was kind of just wet blanketed him for 3 rounds. So, I mean, I feel like Bashi could do that. And obviously Delgado could have made some improvements since then, but I'll side with Bashi here as the slight underdog in a fight that I do think is probably a pick'em.
Yeah.
Andy, 1975, totally off topic. I apologize. I'm going all in because I think Gamrot to beat Salkild is a lock, and I think he'll be underdog. Any thoughts, please?
I agree. He'll be underdog for sure. Gamrot will be.
Yeah.
You don't think so? I think he will be.
No. I think Gamrot will probably be a dog, but
okay.
I don't think Salkild takes it, bro.
You think he does take it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Salkild's got pretty good grappling, man.
I think every time I want to doubt Salkild, he exceeds my expectations. And every time I go big on Gamrot, because Gamrot is the type of fighter that just knows how to squeak out some wins, he fucking shits the bed. So it's a good fight. Listen, Andy, I'm sorry. I wish I could give you better advice, but listen, if you feel it in your fucking bones that Gamrot is a lock to be Salkild and you're going to get plus money, take it, bro. I mean, trust your gut.
Andy, don't listen to me. Well, actually, you can listen to me and just take the opposite because I'm the literal worst when it comes to Gamrot fights. So
yeah, Gamrot's a tough cookie to crack, dude. He's fucked a lot. There's a lot of guys in the chat right now who are like, "Fuck Gamrot." That guy's fucked me
so many times, dude.
So many, dude.
God, I fucking hate that guy. Seems like a nice guy though, so I guess I shouldn't hate him. But let's move on. Tommy Guns. We got a featherweight bout. Tommy McMillan. Send him off, BP. Come on. Tommy Gunn,
hey!
Comes in at -150, taking on Alberto Montes. Sits at +130. Alberto Montes won his UFC debut against Ricky Tercios earlier this year. McMillan also won his UFC debut earlier this year with a TKO in the first round against Manolo Zaccini. He's 4 years younger than Montes. He's got 5 inches in height and 5 inches in reach. We don't know how many inches he's got downstairs.
Oh, you can tell with that little cleft palate, this dude's got a fucking cock on him, bro.
Tommy Gunn.
No doubt about it.
Is the favorite, BP. He's your guy, so I'll let you take it away.
I meant to shout him out earlier. Shout out Liam Monin for sending me this, the Iron Lion. Gonna make his pro debut soon. I meant to shout him out earlier on the top of the show. We're going to have him back on, hopefully, right before his pro debut. Great dude, Midwest dude, good to root for him. Anyway, back to this. Love me some Tommy Gunn here. When this fight got announced, I'm like, okay, this is a big step up. Like last time he fought Fettuccine Alfredo, he fought a pasta dish, destroyed him in the first round, wouldn't take a fucking step back. You can't do that against Montes. Montes is slick. Montez is slick on there with the feet. He's got good movement. He's got an amazing Darce choke. Tommy McMillan is a wrestling base. He got his neck put in there by David Mungin on the Contender Series. Can't do that. I think Tommy McMillan has made a fucking statement. His last fight was like, I get paid this amount of money, so I'm going to go out there bonus hunting. And I think the way to beat Montez, who likes to be pretty, who likes to be slick with his striking, is to press forward and make it ugly. And Tommy McMillan's striking is ugly. It's not the prettiest in the world. He will crack. He will take a shot to give a shot, right? He will mix things up, but I don't want him putting his fucking head in there like BSD because Montez does have a good choke. Don't do any of that shit. Don't do anything. Don't resort back to your fucking wrestling days. piece him up on the feet, march him down, right? Stephen One Board Thompson. Oh, this guy, he's so slick. No one can do that. What did Matt Brown do? Oh, Columbus, Ohio, Matt Brown. He marched forward and beat the fucking piss out of him. And everyone's like, oh, that's how you beat Thompson. If you're not a wrestler, you got to make it ugly. Tommy's going to make this ugly, right? When this first got announced, I believe we were in the group chat, me, you, and Russ, and we were like, "Oh, this is a tough fight for Tommy. This is a much bigger step up than Fedotino Alfredo that he fought." But I still think this is a winnable fight. He's huge. He's 6 foot. He's gonna march Montez down. No mistakes. No shooting to your head. I mean, first off, being 6 foot, shooting on 5'7", don't even know how that would work. You know what I mean? Don't do it. Just throw. Caution to the wind, go after him. I think Montez's boxing is okay. I don't think it's great. I don't think he has world-class power. Tom McMillan, again, sloppy, not fucking pretty, but that's what we don't want pretty. We want someone to get out there in the first round. I like Tommy McMillan. I like Tommy McMillan early, within 1 or 2. I shouldn't say like early, within 1 or 2. Tommy McMillan, probably KO, I imagine. I don't see him submitting Montez, but yeah, give me Tom McMillan, KO, TKO within the first 2 rounds. I love me some Tommy Gunn, baby. I bet Russ is in the chat just going nuts.
Oh, yeah, he is.
I'll be there nice and close to see Tommy Gunn lose. Yep, Dean thinks Montez is a good shot. Well, Montez is not a bad fighter. I'm not saying he is, but I think he's just a little too pretty. He's too busy trying to go get Topuria tattoos to make himself look like Ilya Topuria. Tommy Gunn's gonna want in there.
Tommy Gunn's getting tattoos trying to look like O'Malley.
No, Tommy Gunn's get tattoos. Look, he's got Scarface on his chest, bro. The world is yours,
bro.
The funny thing about Tommy, right? This is a guy who's got 1 UFC fight, 1 contenders fight. Literally, he's fought regional, which they make no money, and he's like sitting on like Lambos. Yeah. And it's like, bro, that ain't yours. Like, you rented that for like 15 minutes, maybe. Like, come on, like enough of that bullshit. Like a lot of rappers do that shit. No, enough of that. But I do think he's an exciting fighter, regardless of his ceiling, and if he's ever going to touch title or whatever. I don't know, but he's going to be fun, and I think he beats Montez.
Yeah, I think Tommy's not very good. Striking looks disgusting.
It's not great.
I think his defense looks disgusting. And Alberto Montez, he looks pretty dang good, dude. He looks pretty dang good. But at the end of the day, Alberto Montez, he's only beaten Ricky Tercios. Why are people acting like Montez is like some fucking proven guy that is
they sucked all over his dick on the Contender Series when he fought. Like, the announcers were like, this guy, everything he did they thought was the most incredible thing in the world. Then he didn't debut for 2 years, right? So they had all that hype going against fucking Tercios, and he won like how he always wins, with a fucking darts joke. So
yeah, I mean, I am in 100% agree with you, BP.
Colby O'Brien says he gives Tommy a 2% chance. 2%.
Who has Tommy beat? Who has Alberto Montez beat?
Tommy beat David Mungin, who's actually
that's
solid.
A really decent win.
He's a solid dude.
I think this is a terrible matchup for Montez.
It is. Yeah, I agree.
Awful. And I mean, obviously the UFC is gonna want McMillan to succeed, and I feel like they gave him this matchup because it's a respectable opponent. And it's a terrible matchup for Montez, dude. Montez, he's so much cleaner than McMillan. And he obviously has the good front chokes, but I don't think you fucking front choking a legit wrestler. And for 2, I don't even know that McMillan's gonna look to wrestle. No. And it's not like Montez is taking you down and then like slapping on a darce like Islam does. He's not doing that. He's like getting you after he hurts you. Or like you're starting to gas out and you're failing takedowns. But McMillan's so much bigger, has much better. He's got legit cardio. Like, this guy fucking pushes a pace and can keep it for a long time. He's nasty. He doesn't, honestly, the awkwardness to his striking, like, kind of just mind fucks you. Like, mind fucks his opponents. And if Montez, I don't think Montez is going to be like ready for that. Like, I think he could maybe catch him with a couple shots early on, but I think Tommy's just going to overwhelm him eventually. and the pace he's going to set, I don't think Montez can keep up with it. Even Tommy could even wrestle if he wants to. Like, he doesn't need to shoot a blast double leg and get, threatened with a Darce. Like, he could land a shot, get in the clinch, body lock, drag him down. Like, I think that's definitely a possibility for him being the much bigger guy as well.
Yeah, he's huge.
He's a legit wrestler. He can land ground and pound. He's got submissions. Like, I think all sides point to Tommy McMillan getting this one done. And I'm not even a Tommy McMillan fan.
You really aren't.
Me and you were beefing hard when he made his debut. And I
don't know about beefing. We had a disagreement.
Yeah, we were disagreeing. But I don't know. Maybe I'm coming around to old Tommy guns.
It's just they're matching him up pretty well. I think you nailed it. When Russ made a comment, I mean, the chat loves it. I mean, he's drawn. Look at the chat. We got 309 viewers. The chat's fucking loving it, right? This is debate. Colby O'Brien is very against Tommy. You got Russ against Tommy. This guy puts asses in the seats. They're matching him up well, though. I think the minute Tommy fights, obviously a high-ranked guy, if he gets there, it's going to be a problem. But I think the UFC knows he's fairly marketable. Someone said he's got the worst tattoos in the UFC. I'd have to really look at him. I mean, of course, I don't love the Scarface. Getting another man tattooed on your chest, not really a fan of that. But
the one on the back of his arm?
Huh?
If you see the one on the back of his arm?
I have not. What does it say? Or what is it?
It's the cheat code in GTA for infinite ammo. One you do on the controller. So it's like
I kind of love that because my all-time favorite video game ever is GTA 3. Like any GTA series, but GTA 3, I remember came out when I was in 8th grade and it like changed my life. Like you could literally, this is how sick it is. You could literally pay a hooker, bang her in your car, and then kill her and get your money back. Like that, like an 8th grader shouldn't be doing that, dude, but we did. It was sick. And the new one's coming out November, I think. So
oh my god,
that's gonna take over my life for a little bit.
Yeah, he definitely does not have the worst tattoos. Jamal
Hill's are pretty bad.
Bad, dude. They're he's also fat as hell now. Have you seen him?
Oh, he's really fat. He's got a big belly. And when people are commenting on it, like he's getting mad. It's like,
dude, he's giving
mad
for his money, dude. He's might be more than DC at this point.
Yeah. Like, don't get mad. Like, I don't get mad when people call me fat. I can lose weight. I mean, all I got to do is start running. You know what I mean? I don't. I choose not to, right? So, like, this guy gets real mad when they're calling him fat in the chat. And it's like, buddy, you've put on a lot of weight. And it's all in his gut. He's always had a gut. So now that he's put on weight, it's just just gone to his gut. I remember a girl I dated, her dad, you could see him from the back, right? And you would think, and he was pretty tall. And you're like, oh, this guy's, deep, skinny kind of guy, right? And he would turn to the side and it's like 3 watermelons in his gut. Like, and it's rock hard. It was crazy. Like they were so worried that it was like an ulcer or not an ulcer, a hernia or tumor, that his gut was so big. It's like, why is his what it's not just all beer belly. It's just all Bush Light, baby.
Tommy stopped smoking weed 6 weeks ago. No, I seen him in the gym every single day for hours. Dude's locked in. He's locked in. He's getting that W.
I love it.
BigJive MMA Show. All right, let's rip another giveaway. This is just easy. 500 bones. 500 cash. 500 cash money. Cash money in your pocket. Who's it going to go to, BP? We are about to find out. We'll remove J to the LH.
Spin that wheel.
Spin
that wheel. $500 right here for you, bub. Who is it going to be? Oh, is it stopping on green? I think it's stopping on green.
iPeak.
Oh, that was the number one. He was number one. I believe iPeak was the number 1 ranked guy. I'm glad he won. There you go. iPeak, $500, well deserved. Most units on the card. The only fight he missed was Yanez versus Garbrandt, which means he picked Garbrandt, which I love because I did too. Shout out iPeak for that 500, baby.
500 bones to iPeak.
I'm glad the number 1 guy won. Yeah. He deserved it. He got some cash. There's not a bad prize, but he got the cash.
He got the cash money. All right. Well, we got the 2 snowboards left and then the grand prize. And we got 4 fights left, I believe. So after the main event, we'll rip that grand prize. But we got Hooper Ramirez, Ricci, Klein before we go to the Snowboards. And we'll start with Ricci versus Klein. Strawweight bout, tap of the Ricci, plus 350. Baby Shark, Fatima Klein comes in at minus 450. Our girl, 3-punch convo, Fatima Klein. Shout out to her. She's stepping in here at the big favorite. She's 9-1, 3-1 in the UFC. Only loss was to Jasmine Jasnavicius at her short notice UFC debut. Tabitha Ricci, 7-4 in the UFC, 3-2 in the last 5. She's 31, but she's 5 inches shorter and has a 6-inch reach disadvantage. BP, what are you thinking here?
Yeah, Fatima Klein, first off, she should have been in the UFC a little bit ago. She's been Aaron Blanchfield's main training partner, but I'm glad she made a short notice debut, dropped it. Ever since then has looked phenomenal. I was there live watching her fight in New York City against Angie Hill, who I love. Angie Hill's a beast, and she fucked Angie Hill up. Like, Angie's really tough to finish, and she couldn't finish her, but she did everything. Landed 112 strikes, knocked her around, outstruck Angie Hill, who's a phenomenal striker. And every time I feel like Fatima steps in there, she looks better. And also, getting to know her a little bit via 3PC, she probably posts the most out of any professional fighter that's on the forum. And she lives for this game. She loves this game. And she's hard not to root for. I mean, truly hard not to root for. I love backing people and supporting people who are all in on what they want to do, being obsessed with something that you want to do. And she is clearly. Minus 450 is tough. It's high, right? I get it. It's high. Ricci hasn't looked good, but Ricci's fought everyone. Right? She's been in there with everyone. Really tough girl to finish. I don't know if Fatima's going to finish her. I see some chat like in Fatima by KO. I would love it. I don't know if Fatima can knock out Ricci. I think Ricci, ever since she just planted herself in Los Angeles because her boyfriend Callum Walsh trains with Freddie Roach, she hasn't improved as a mixed martial artist. I know she tries to slow the fight down by maybe mixing some takedowns, but she doesn't have really great jiu-jitsu on the ground. She's very short. Her reach is very short. She's very short. Her striking is, it tries to be fast, but it's just noises. Nothing lands. It's like female tennis.
Don't hold it against her, guys. All right.
Yeah, right. But the times that she lost, she picked fucking underdogs every time.
Sure, yeah.
But it's like female tennis when Ricci fights. It's like, and there's nothing there. And it's like, like it's these noises, and the judges got to ignore that. I like Fatima Klein here. Minus 450s is big. It's a big number. Is this a heart pick? Yes, because Fatima's 3PC, and I love that. But also, I haven't said this in a couple weeks. Your boy knows chicks. Now, I know it's probably pretty dirty to do it on a 450, right? Like, hey, idiot, anybody can pick a 450. I get it. I like Fatima, and I'm actually going to go Fatima decision as well. That will be, I know chicks bet, will be Fatima by decision, which would be Fatima Klein to win by decision. Why can't I find it?
Minus 150, minus 160, I think.
Minus 160, okay, yeah. So that's there it is. Sorry, minus 175 on DraftKings. Yeah, it's a high one, but it's better than minus 450. I'm gonna play her in a parlay, and I'm also gonna play her money line minus 175. I like Fatima Klein here. I think she dominates. I just don't know if she's gonna be able to finish Ricci, which would be great if she did. Because Ricci is a tough out. We haven't seen her get finished since her debut against Manon Farot, right? It's been a while. So big win for Fatima Klein. Who was Fatima originally supposed to fight? Was it Hebos?
Hebos.
She was gonna finish. Which I think Klein would have knocked out.
Yeah.
She would have knocked out Hebos. I don't know if she's going to knock out Tabitha, but Fatima Klein puts on a ton of pressure, a ton of volume, doesn't get tired, super well rounded. I love her in this spot. I think she's going to skunk her. I think it'll be 30-27 across the board. And I think we're getting Fatima Klein, baby.
BP, I think one of the worst performances ever that nobody talks about
was
Tabitha Ricci versus Yan Xiaonan.
Okay, yeah.
One of the worst performances I think I've ever seen. And it obviously, women's MMA, it's going to go unscathed. In 15 minutes, BP, of striking.
Yeah.
No grappling. 15 minutes. She landed 15 strikes.
Yeah.
15.
Yeah.
She landed 0 in the first round of 5 minutes of striking. 5 minutes of striking. Not a single significant strike recorded.
Do you think that's worse than Carla Rose? That's
Yeah.
off the top of my head. That's such a more high profile fight too. That was like, so I get it.
I mean, it's hard for me to believe Ricci gets this one done. You know, it's hard because I don't think she's going to outstrike her. I don't think she's going to take her down. I mean, I think Fatima Klein's super legit. And, of course, we know based on 3-punch convo, like how locked in she is to her career and trying to become the best fighter. So, I think she's only going to get better at 26. And she's big for the weight class. She's 5'6", 67-inch reach. She's going to be a lot bigger than Ricci. And when I look at Ricci's opponents, there's not really a fucking fly. There's not really
dude.
Yeah. There's not really a big girl that she's faced since Manon Fiorot. And Manon Fiorot did finish her.
Mm-hmm.
So I think maybe the decision, you can't play that decision. Minus 175 BP? Are you fucking nuts?
I'm playing it.
You're fucking nuts, dude.
I'm playing it, bro.
Take a shot on Klein to get a finish, bro.
I can only tell you what the gut says, bro. I can't tell you anything else.
There's no value on that. I can tell you that. Because if this
value when I fucking have the money in my account, dude.
Well, if you want to play it like that, go ahead. But I think if you're gonna look to bet Klein, I guess you could throw in her parlay. But I think the finish is certainly live. Klein's generally a pretty pacey fighter. Like, she's got good cardio. She's going to put a lot of pace on you. Damn near finished Angela Hill in her last fight, which never been KO'd. And I think has only been, subbed once. In how many fights? I don't know how locked in Ricci is in her career, man. The fight against Verna was like super lackluster.
Yeah.
I mean, she got skunked bad in that one. But the thing is, like, I'm looking at Ricci. She's got a win over Jillian Robertson, who was fighting for a fucking title.
Wow.
Somewhat. I kind of feel like Ricci has gotten worse throughout her recent career, dude. Like, I don't understand how she got the TKO against Hebos, sure, but it's fucking Hebos. She landed the perfect elbow to the eye.
Perfect elbow, broke her fucking eye, and she quit. Yeah, which I cashed big on. Which is
you did
insane.
I don't know. I mean, I kind of feel like Klein by finish is the only way to play it. Dicksaw MMA $4.99. Does anyone else get a little jingle in the dingle when Mark Goddard winks at us before he refs the fight?
Got me feeling a certain way. Never jingle my dingle. I tell you what, my favorite ref back in the day, Mario Yamasaki. He used to do the heart. And he fucking, hey, what's up? Mark Goddard. No, whenever he refs a fight and he inserts himself, I always go Tony Oi, because he was reffing a Megan Anderson fight, and there was a woman kicked, and the toe poked Megan Anderson in the eye, and he stopped the fight. He's like, not stop the fight. He paused the fight. Hold on, Tony Oi. First time ever I got toed in the eye, and he was Tony Oi.
If you kick somebody in the eye, you have to stop the fight for that? Is that like
he did? He gave her a minute. A big toe went right in Megan's eye, and he gave her a second. Yeah, but he had Tony Oi. You got 5 minutes. Yeah, but it was so fucking funny.
Didn't know that.
Yeah.
All right, let's move it on. Lightweight bout. Another 3PC fighter, Chase Hooper. Comes in at minus 350. Take it on Mitch Ramirez plus 285. Mitch Ramirez 0-2 in the UFC, both knockout losses to Thiago Moises and Mike Davis. He is 8-3. It's going to be a 2-inch height disadvantage for Mitch and a 3-inch reach disadvantage for Mitch. But he's the guy that's fought at 170 before. Chase Hooper, the ex-featherweight, who has moved up to lightweight, is on a 2-fight losing streak, KO'd back-to-back by Alexander Hernandez and Lance Gibson.
Mm-hmm.
So now the question is there anyone that's willing to lay minus 350 on old Chase Hooper? And if you are, please show yourself.
Yeah.
We're not going to make fun of you. We're not going to judge you, but please let us know in the chat. Have you put money on Chase Hooper at minus 350 this week? Are you going to put money on Chase Hooper at minus 350 this week? Please let me know. Because I haven't seen a single soul. And this line has not moved. So does that mean nobody is touching this fight? Are they betting Mitch Ramirez? What is going on? EP, talk to me.
Yeah, this is tough because my guy Hoops, he's part of the 3PC family, right? I think he's got a good personality. I think he's got a great fighting style. Getting knocked out twice in his last 2. Against Alex Hernandez, Alex sat on a punch, pot shot him. Hernandez got big power. Getting knocked out by Lance Gibson Jr. as a favorite. And Lance Gibson, no knock on him, not a world beater. And, he knocked Hoop in the clinch pretty good. Hooper's defense isn't the best. And I know after the last fight, he tweeted out, I'm going to take some time. I'm going to reevaluate everything. I'm going to change it. I mean, he fought in March. It's not July. Like,
I was wondering that as well.
I mean, how much we fixing
so soon?
How much we fixing, right? And he's still in that small camp in Washington, Emma Claw, Washington. We just saw his teammate fight Alicia Ellison. So Mitch Ramirez is not good. Mitch Ramirez chucks, just absolute chucks, right? Big blows, big, like heavy hitters the entire time. That scares me. That scares me that he could clip Chase because Chase defense is bad and he walks into stuff and his takedowns aren't good. His ground game, unreal, so good. His scrambles on the ground against anybody are legit. He's that good on it, but he can't get there. And he needs to really work on the wrestling. He needs to work on the defense. And since the March KO loss, it's now July. I don't know if that's quick enough. And I don't want to be harsh on the guy because, again, he's part of 3PC. And I really want him to win. And it seems like every time he's been a part of 3PC and I back him and I lock him up or I put him in a parlay, he loses. So here's a little motivation for you, JC. I'm picking Ramirez. at plus 285. Picking Ramirez by knockout at plus 500. Make me eat my words, Jace. Make me say you're an idiot. I would never lose to Mitch Ramirez. I'm head and shoulders above this guy. Prove it to me, right? Because I think Chase is an outstanding fighter. He got in the sport very young. He's still 26. Still room to improve. We just got to improve on those areas. And with your ground game being as good as it is, really start hammering that takedown defense or takedown offense and then the striking defense. Chase is so long too, man. Get like a really nasty body lock takedown like Charles Oliveira uses. I mean, this is all easier said than done, but yeah, I'm going to try to light a fighter and Chase Hooper's ass. I'm taking Ramirez plus 285 and I'm taking him by KO at plus 500.
Yeah,
but I'm rooting for Chase.
It's gotta be, dude. I mean, there's no chance you can lay minus 350 on Chase because if he doesn't get the fucking takedown, he's screwed.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think his the technique on his strikes are bad. I guess it's a little bit loopy, but what do you expect for a gangly grappler,
Yeah.
But his process about it seems to be way off. It's just spam kicks. I think he's just kind of trying to be aggressive so that he gets some respect, but then he's just getting clipped with stuff and his takedowns are, kind of weak. And so decent wrestlers are able to stuff it. And then Gibson just made him pay with elbows and off the break.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Ramirez has the best takedown defense. So,
No.
I can definitely see Hooper getting a takedown here. And if he does, he probably gets a sub.
Yeah.
But Ramirez did fend off rear naked chokes from Mike Davis, from Thiago Moises. So we've seen him in the positions, but he didn't get subbed, which is kind of interesting. It's well, do you think Chase finishes those positions? Because Chase is the legit grappler here. And both those guys are legit grapplers. So that's what makes it kind of impressive. I mean, I think it's dog or pass for sure. I think Mitch has had a tough run under the UFC banner. Carlos Prates on the Contender Series, Moises in his debut, and then Mike Davis. Those are very tough fights. And Chase Hooper is usually having pretty favorable matchups where he's supposed to go in there and get the dub, but he sometimes drops the ball.
Yeah.
And I could definitely see him dropping the ball here. Ramirez throws. He can fight out of both stances. He puts a lot of pressure on. And if Chase Hooper doesn't get the takedown, I think he's fucked.
I just wish Chase took a little more time off. back-to-back knockouts.
I don't understand this. Like,
And then he said, "I'm gonna revive." I feel like it's just too quick. I know he's young. He's 26. He's got kids. You need money. I get it, but man, you could have probably went and did some grappling for money. You could have did UFC BJJ. Would have loved you having there your name. You could have went. You know what I mean? Like, you could have done some things. Rest that brain a little bit. You know what I mean? You've been fighting since you're 19. I remember the Steve Garcia knockout like scared me. Like, I didn't know if he's ever going to come back from that. And he rattled off like 5 in a row. So the kid's got talent, but little nervous about the power. That's why I'm taking him. And hopefully he sees this and wants to fucking shove it down my goddamn throat. Because again, I'm rooting for the guy. I like the guy.
It's tough because like you look at his UFC career, anybody with like some athleticism or physicality, it's not beating him.
No. His stand-up looks so good against Slava Claus too. Like, he dropped Slava. It looks smooth. It looks fluid.
Such a lucky bunch.
I know, but it looked smooth. And then obviously, he wrapped it up with this. But it's
did beat the shit out of him. He does have underrated ground and pound.
His scrambling is so unique and good. He's so bendy down there, and like if it gets to the ground, I think he'll win this fight. But you're right, Mitch has been in the ground with some solid dudes and didn't so. But yeah, it's how Chase is gonna get it there because Mitch throws and he does have power. I mean, look at the guy. The guy's ripped.
Yeah, he's gonna chuck. Chocolate Taco, one question I have been wanting to ask is how do y'all do research on fighters with no UFC footage? UFC Fight Pass, if they fight on like the regionals, if the Fight Pass has the regionals, YouTube,
Instagram. Usually a fighter will have some footage of a recent fight. He'll post a reel on his Instagram. That's usually my last resort. If I really can't get anything on a guy, you go to their Instagram and they're like, hey, you'll get like a clip of like maybe a good moment from their fight.
All right, we got some snowboards to give away here.
There we go. I wish I was in this one. Again, I don't snowboard, but a his and her snowboard either hanging up in the office or, I live by a park called M Shaw Park. They got a great hill. I can go down and break my neck. That's just a lot of real fun stuff. But this is a dope giveaway here.
2 custom designed snowboards by Gilson Snow.
Woo!
$1,200 value. It's the number 2 prize. After that, we're going to get to the grand prize. Gilson Snow snowboards. Let's see who's getting them. Spin that
wheel. I love a good wheel spin. I don't have enough of this in my life. D Mitch? Is it D Mitch? No! Norwego. Hopefully you're Norwegian or from Norway. Because you're definitely gonna have some snow there, bro.
Yeah.
These snowboards will come in handy. Shout out Norwego. Great prize here, baby.
Great prize. And Russ is saying that it's actually $1,200 each. Is the
$1,200 each. $2,400. Even better.
$2,400 value. Those boards going straight on eBay.
Bon Timms,
bro.
Bon Timms is Australian, dude. He probably like, hey, that was a snowboard, brother. Yeah, I hit those waves.
True, very true. All right, well, we're gonna get to the grand prize after the main event, guys. So,
Bruise Cruise.
Stay tuned for the Bruise Cruise. Let's get back to the fights. Co-main. We got a middleweight bout. Jared Cannonier plus 285. Christian Leroy Duncan minus 350. CLD coming off another win against Roman Dolidze, this time by decision. Jared Cannonier coming off a loss to MVP. He is 42 years old.
Sure is.
20 fights into his UFC career. And, this is obviously Cannonier's the vet. Are we going to, it is Unk season. Seems like it's been Unk season.
Yeah.
So can the Unk get it done here against CLD, who is 30? He's had the lone setback in his recent career against Gregory Rodriguez, who Jared Cannonier beat.
Mm-hmm.
So, any love for the dog here, BP? What do you think?
Yeah, I love the dog. I'm going darkness. I'm going Jared Cannonier. Yeah. I like Christian Leroy Duncan. I think this guy's talented. I think he's good. Super athletic, and I think he's really finding his own as a fighter. Before he was just kind of flashy, had to learn some steps in the UFC. But again, I think he's very good. But the problem is, I just don't think he's got that killer in him. Unk in Jared Cannonier, you know, it's been chin before. You know, he is slow. He could walk into something by Leroy, but I also see Cannonier just fighting smart and smothering him. He looks really lean. Some of the pictures I saw Cannonier, he's obviously jacked, but he looks lean, which means he's going to really push a pace on Christian Leroy Duncan, who allows himself to get pushed against the cage, allows himself in those clinch positions. Cannonier probably not going to go for a lot of takedowns. I just see him wanting to rough him up and get his hands on him and just be physical with Leroy and try to slow him down that way. I think it's going to be a really close fight. I see this going to a decision. Leroy Duncan could knock out Cannonier. I think that could happen. I don't know if Cannonier can knock out Leroy. Cannonier's got sneaky good low kicks as well. Like his leg kicks are pretty fucking hard. Yeah. He could slow Leroy with that. Don't know if it's going to stop the fight, but I think this fight's going to decision and plus 285 on Cannonier, who I don't really think has looked terrible his last time's out. I mean, fighting Michael Venom Page, that's impossible. I mean, right? You know, and then, you know, before that, you won against RoboCop. Before that was Cabarello, who, you know, was a high-level guy. So, and you didn't get finished by any of those guys. But yeah, so Cannonier by decision is plus 550. That's way higher than I thought. I love that. I think it's going to be a close fight. I really do. I'm curious to see how these Oklahoma City judges, you know, they're going to maybe have one local boy working this one. We're going to see how they judge damage in this type of fight. This could be a tough fight to score, in my opinion. But give me Jared Cannonier, man. Plus 285, plus 550 decision. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
I'm with Vince here, dude. I can't bet on a 42-year-old man.
Come on, man. Yeah. He owns crystals. He wears crystals around his neck.
Can't do it. Not in 2026. I know it's the year of the young, but as MMA Brody said earlier, where is it? I can't find it. He said he's a grandfather, not an unk. So
is he a grandpa? Oh man.
I mean, he probably could be.
Well, he's from Alaska, dude. You meet your wives in Alaska like at 13, because if you meet a cute girl in Alaska, you don't let her go. Oh, you're with me for the rest of your life now. So he probably had kids at like 16.
Yeah, but still, I'm not betting minus 350 on CLD. I think the guy's kind of an idiot sometimes, but I do think if you're going to play him, you got to play him by KO. I don't think the decision line is any good. Plus 135. Like, if it goes to decision, I think it'll be competitive. But if he's actually, you know, if Cannonier looks 42 and CLD is, you know, coming into his prime, he's going to knock him out. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Cannonier's been getting dropped in every single fight, but he does have pretty good recoverability.
Mm-hmm.
But
it's because those crystals.
Yeah, probably is. Eventually, that's got to fade, man. Eventually,
you're right.
So I'll take CLD by KO. Plus 180 is, I think, good enough for me. But
yeah, someone in the chat said I can see CLD landing some like spinning shit and clipping Cannonier. Yeah, that's a possibility. I can see that.
If Cannonier wins, drive us to buy a crystal for his studio next week. I mean, I'm down. I'll buy a crystal. I'll put it in the back. Right.
I used to make the Jared Cannonier crystal jokes quite a bit, and I said when I was doing my podcast years ago, I had a really solid loyal listener who sent me like crystals from Amazon, right? And I had them in my back. They're like my betting crystals, and I went on the coldest run ever, and I fucking hammered them. I destroyed them.
Dude, that's funny because I have this this money tree.
Yeah,
my mom gave it to me.
Yeah,
and I had it for a while, and then I think I was moving from like my place in Florida to another place in Florida, and it chipped.
Oh no!
Right there.
Yeah.
And right after that, like I think I went on a cold streak, and I'm like, dude, everything's fucked. My mojo is fucked. I chipped the money tree. We are screwed. We're gonna be broke.
No.
It chipped in multiple places too. Damn. But kept it around. She came back around. You just had to get the chips are off. The mojo had to come back.
I love it. Yeah, I'm not a superstitious guy by nature, but when it comes to gambling, I'm a little superstitious. For sure. I legit destroyed those crystals. I don't know if I used to have that big green hammer. Right?
Yeah.
I had one. Someone sent me that to me, but I had like a stupid miniature one that I had before someone sent that to me, and I destroyed those crystals with that. It felt so good.
$199 from Dicksaw MMA. I see round 2 KO by Sir Duncan via spinning elbow.
Yeah.
Probably
His
gonna
spinning's good. He's much faster and athletic. I can see that happening.
Oh yeah, spinning shit is definitely gonna be on the menu for Saturday from CLD. Oh, we're missing the D. You know what, BP?
What's up, bub?
This is so unprofessional.
What's wrong?
Hella unprofessional.
What's wrong, bro?
We were missing the main card slide, but here it is.
There you go.
Or the main event slide.
You found it.
In the main event, middleweight bout. My boy, Dricus du Plessis, comes in at minus 230, taking on Kamaru Usman, the Nigerian Nightmare. It's the Battle for Africa Part 2.
Mm-hmm.
Big Saturday for Africa. All right. They everyone lost their mind when DDP submitted Adesanya.
Mm-hmm.
Not me.
Not me.
I called that shit.
Yeah.
The real African champ lives in South Africa. Kamaru Usman looking to try to change that and take him out. And Usman at 39.
39, baby.
Is an underdog once again after a win against Joaquin Buckley where he made me look stupid.
Mm-hmm.
I thought Joaquin Buckley was going to knock him out. And I was there in attendance in Atlanta, and that was a long 25 minutes to sit through. And it was a long walk home. Because I was like, what the fuck, dude? Buckley, how did you not know he was going to wrestle?
Sure. Yeah, he dusted off the old knees, wrestled again.
Yeah, I thought Usman had no knees.
Yeah, the knees thing's been around forever. Yeah, one of these days.
I was rewatching his fight today with Buckley, and I'm like, God damn, this guy can barely stand, and he's still taking you down, Buckley. Yeah. What the fuck? So the question is, can he do it here against DDP? Well, if you watch the last fight he had with Khamzat Chimaev, you're probably thinking he can. But yet, DDP minus 230. What do we think, BP?
Yeah, see, I've stated this numerous times, but I used to be an Usman man. When everyone hated Usman at 170, I was an Usman guy. I thought he was pretty solid. He's aged though, like, and the age is showing. He's not as active in the knee. He's very stiff. It's pretty amazing how good of a wrestler he still is, considering the mobility is really not there. And this is a good test for DDP. DDP got absolutely starched and embarrassed by Chimaev. I mean, it's the facts. Like, leading up to that, huh?
Can I say something quick?
Go ahead.
Joaquin Buckley, why are you not kicking his legs, bro?
Yeah. All right. It's a good question. Why anybody kicking his legs?
Man?
Yeah.
Kick legs.
Kick the fucking legs. Yeah. Right. No, it's the same thing with John Jones back. I mean, John Jones, I understand it because he's so tall and long, but the skinniest little legs, right? Just fucking kick him. But Usman looked good against Buckley. An athletic dude, took him down, held him down, and looked good. He can do that for 5 rounds. He's proven it. Du Plessis has been taken down for 5 rounds. And it's proven that his takedown defense wasn't all that good, and he couldn't get back up. And I know Chimaev is a beast, and Chimaev is very, very good. Probably a better grappler than Usman. He's probably a better wrestler too, but I think he has better grappling. He can hold people down better than Usman can. But the thing about DDP leading up to the Chimaev fight, which I hated, was his coach was like, yeah, we might take him down. We're not afraid of his wrestling. We want him to wrestle. It's like, what did you train? And the DDP's like, yeah, every time I get taken down, I get fucking stun gun. Like, they made it seem like he was like bulletproof, and he looked really bad. I was there live. And it was just an uninspiring performance by DDP, a guy who has tremendous heart and doesn't look great at sometimes and looks like he's fighting drunk. But the one thing he's always had was toughness and his will and everything. The Usman fights could be interesting because Usman's got some decent boxing. He's working with Trevor Whitman. But again, I just don't love him at 85. I saw the stare down today. Usman, he filled up pretty good for the weight or whatever, but and he's not cutting to 70, which is good. But, I just think DDP is just a big, thick dude, right? He's a big guy. Like, Chimaev is a big boy, too. And I just think Usman's physicality at 85 isn't going to be the same as it is 170. I think this is a really good test for DDP because Strickland's the champion now. You got 2 wins over Strickland. You want a title shot, you go out there to the UFC and you prove, I can handle a wrestler. I can handle the last fight. I've trained. He's taken some time off. I've gotten better, and I'm going to go out here and I'm going to prove it. I would love a finish by DDP. I think it'd be a huge statement. Kamaru Usman is really tough to finish. He's been put down before. He has been submitted before years ago but he is a tough guy to finish. Head kick knockout though. DDP's got some awkward ass striking, and I still think Usman is susceptible to high kicks. After Leon Edwards, I still think the high kicks are there. DDP knocks this guy out, with a head kick, it'd be phenomenal. I'm a DDP fan this week. I think DDP is going to get it done. Minus 230 doesn't scare me at all. He was almost my empty to clip, and I almost put him in a 3PC parlay as well. But I like DDP in this spot here over Kamaru Usman. I think Kamaru Usman, the speed and mobility is just an issue. He's never been the fastest guy in the world, and I know he's coming up from 70 to 85. So you think, he's gonna have a speed advantage over DDP, who's also not the fastest guy in the world. I don't think that's the case. I like the younger, fresher guy in DDP, and I think he has a statement to win it, to make in this fight by going, hey, last time I got fucking absolutely embarrassed. Not gonna happen again. Pretty bad. Give me DDP.
Dick's MMA with the 499. I see it as a 50-50 till you look at age and career trajectory. I think DDP, if DDP is smart, he'll kick the leg, stuff the takedowns, and grind a decision, maybe KO. Yeah, pretty fair assessment of that. I'm kind of with you, BP. I don't even love what I saw from Usman against Buckley.
Yeah.
And I'm watching that fight. I'm thinking, we also saw Buckley get grapple fucked by Sean Brady as well.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, man. It's tough to lay minus 230 when DDP just got smothered by Hamzat and Usman just smothered Buckley.
Right.
But I think they're just two very different fighters. Usman's wrestling, I think, is a little bit if he's going to win this fight, it's going to be with his IQ, because his body can't do the things that Chimaev's body can. They just can't. He also doesn't have a submission threat, which DDP had to worry about, trying to get back up and on the ground, everyone. I think he probably also went into that fight thinking, if I survive this early, if I just don't get subbed early, I could take over.
Yeah.
But then it just never happened.
It's the first time Chimaev went full 5 because he slowed down against Strickland.
And I think he went into that fight thinking, I can't gas out early because this is 5 rounds.
That's a good
so
point.
I gotta play it safe. And he was really just get the takedown, not exert a lot of energy, which Usman kind of did too against Buckley, where he was just get the takedown, stay on top, win the round. I think Usman's reactions to the striking against Buckley was pretty alarming as well.
Mm-hmm.
I think Usman's pretty plotty, which I think DDP can use his kicks a little bit more. DDP's takedown defense, though, in general, if you look at any of his fights, are just not very good.
Mm-mm.
So that does make me worried. But I feel like if you're gonna like the DDP side, you got to take him by finish.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, the guy is a finisher. 20 of his 23 wins come by finish, and if he is stuffing those takedowns, he's gonna be hitting Kamaru Usman with a lot of shit. And if this fight goes to decision, that means Usman probably was having a lot of success. So I think you got to go DDP. KO or just finish.
I'll say this here. There's a hot take. If DDP gets wrestled fucked again, his career's over.
It's over.
It's over.
Kinda, bro. Kinda. Yeah. And also one thing I love about DDP is just the guy's he's just a fucking animal, dude. He is the epitome of I'm gonna go in there and I'll fucking die for this shit.
No, his mental is great. The mind of him when he steps in there is pretty unbreakable. It really is. It's just, man, those takedown defense, that takedown defense is needs some work. Hopefully he worked on it.
In round 5 against Hamzat, when he stuffed that takedown and then got into mount and then got his back, I'm like, holy shit, he's about to
I know. That's the only time I stood up in that fight. I stood up and was like, because that's his cue card. Right, that's his calling card. He was kind of losing. He was losing against Izzy. It was competitive, but he was losing a little bit, And then he fucking goes and takes him down, and all it takes is one. Yeah, I thought the same thing because I'm like, dude, there's Chimaev. I did to this day still don't think he can go 5 full rounds, but he did against DDP, and I just thought that 5th round he's tired. DDP's got him. Yeah, unfortunately that didn't happen.
Sick fight though. I'm looking forward to it. Battle for Africa Part 2.
UFC cock main event, baby.
UFC cock main event.
Main event.
All right. Well, we have the grand prize.
The Bruise Cruise.
The Bruise Cruise.
So curious who's
One
going to win
lucky
this.
person is going to win a 4-person Ocean View stateroom on the BKFC Brews Cruise, a $6,000 value. This is the grand prize for the 3-punch combo UFC 329 free fight picking contest. Shout out to 3-punch combo for putting this together. This is the sickest prize I have ever seen put together.
Unreal. Absolutely unreal. And it
Let's
was
check out
100% free. All you got to do is use your goddamn MMA.
This
brain.
is what you're going to win. I'll be there.
Man, we coming for the bags. If they said I couldn't have, get the team. I got a vision for the things you ain't believe. And here's the motto: hard work is over everything. It's that comeback. I'm calling plays, hit the pass, then the run back. Ain't nowhere to hide. You ain't gotta see me come and keep me on your mind. Cause I'll be on the way. Yeah. You know I be on the way. Man on a mission, I'ma get it. You know I be on the way. I'm on the way.
I know we got about 6-7 months for that happens, but I just have a feeling BKFC is going to put a fucking card together for that.
Oh, yeah.
That's really unique. That's cool, man.
I've been to a BKFC event in person, ringside.
Hey,
It was sick.
yeah.
Like completely
They're doing
different.
they're doing Wembley, or not Wembley. What am I saying? They're doing Fenway, and Joe Lozon's coming out of retirement for it. Like they're really
gonna be
pushing
sick.
stuff here.
It's going to be sick. I've been to BKFC. I've been on a cruise. You put BKFC on a cruise, I'm fucking there. January 22nd to January 25th, the BKFC Brews Cruise.
Here we go.
The winner is
Spin that wheel.
in that wheel.
Spin the wheel. The winner of the Bruce Cruise.
Oh, gosh.
You'll be there on the boat with Hayden Iverson.
Tom.
All right, Tom.
Simple name. It's Tom.
I just love that he got Tom. Like he got Tom, not Tom 1, 2, 3. He got Tom, baby.
Congratulations, Tom.
Shout out Tom, baby.
The BKFC Brews Cruise grand prize. I'm going to lock you in right now on the graphic, and we'll pull it up. So we've had 7 prizes. Landon won the White House poster. Willie Pickles won the Homo Fight Picks membership.
Willie Pickles.
Caviar won the Zoom call with Dean Thomas. J to the LH won the Tops 2026 Tops Chrome Sapphire box. iPeak $500 cash. Norwegro 2 custom designed snowboards on Gilson Snow. And Tom, forgot to share it. And Tom has won the grand prize. Go to the BKFC Brews Cruise. Can't wait to see you there, Tom. It's going to be a fun time.
Congrats to all the winners. Congrats to all the winners. Thank you, 3-Punch, for putting this together. Unfucking believable. Unbelievable, dude. So happy for the winners and to be a part of this. And that's so fucking cool.
Yeah, it's fucking sick. Can you imagine winning a fucking 3-day vacation? And you pick some fights.
Pick some fights. That's it.
Fights, dude.
I remember it probably feels like when I got my first check from the Anakin Florian. Because when I signed up, I didn't know I was getting paid. And I remember it came in the mail and I went, holy shit. Like me starting a podcast in my fucking living room while my daughter was taking a nap. And now I'm getting paid for it. It was surreal. I don't want to cash it. I have it framed, but I want to frame it and not cash it. But, that's kind of a dick move. You got to cash it.
Sure. Don't go anywhere. We're going to rip some packs, and then we'll get to the segments, the empty the clip, the most confident play, the 3-punch parlay. And we got a couple sicko parlays lined up as well. Let's rip some packs, BP.
Rip them. I am a jinx, but let's get something good.
We usually never rip anything good when BP is in the building, but we can change that.
We can.
This week.
Give me a Luke Riley or a Patty. All right, we deserve it.
We'll fight 3 packs, elite pack, $150. Let's see what we get.
Grant
Dawson.
Okay.
All right.
It's a cool looking card.
Probably going to sell that back and rip another one.
But not a Grant guy per se, but he's a solid fighter. Cool card. Dixon Sider wants Eileen Perez.
If I got an Eileen Perez card, I would send it to you, Dixon.
Yeah, send me the old Dixon cider.
I'll send it to you.
I got a couple Reddit threads I can send you, Dixon, if you really want to see Eileen Perez.
Number 2.
If you want to see all of her, you know what I mean?
You get every corner.
If Russ just said Yanez, we get Yanez, I'm breaking something. Brian Ortega. Okay.
I've pulled that shit before. Don't want it. I
We don't want it, bro.
Don't want it, bro.
I don't even feel like Brian Ortega wants that.
Do another. We sell it and we go again. We sell it back and we go again.
We go again. Again,
Number 3.
I take full responsibility for this.
Anything but a Yanez. Anything. Or like a fucking Amir Albazi or some shit. Ooh. Okay. We got a Habib. Take the Habib.
That's a cool card, too. I love the way it looks.
Cool card. I'm trying to see if it's numbered at all.
It says number 12. I don't know.
I don't think it's anything, but
okay.
I'm gonna keep that one for now. Maybe I'll sell it back later, but you know, Habib cards could always appreciate. You never know.
Yeah.
Let's rip another one.
All right, so we got one at least on my watch. That was decent.
Yeah, that was okay.
I mean, the value I know wasn't great, but it's a Khabib card, and I thought it looked cool.
The Eagle. Number 4. Here we go. Come on now. Give me something big.
Dan Henderson. Legendary.
Sig Grease. Pulsar.
Huh.
Not a great value. I'm definitely selling back the Hendo Bomb. No, thank you. He's a legend, but I don't want him.
He is a legend.
Sell it and we go again.
Old Dan Hendo.
If this one
time for the kids, huh?
If this one's really bad, we're done. If it's decent, we'll sell it back and rip another. If it's really good, we'll keep it and that's the end of the card rips. Those are the rules.
Those are the rules we lay it out here, bud.
Mackenzie Dern.
Okay, champ. Got a little champ card there.
Solid value, 196 buyback. We might hold up. Yeah, I think that's good enough. It
might go up after she destroys Julian Robertson.
Definitely could. I think that's good enough. I think we'll call it a day there.
There
if
you
want
go.
to rip some packs, homofightcards.com. You could rip 150 like I did, or a $60 pack. It's up to you. You can store it in your digital vault, or you can get it shipped to your house, like I am. Max Holloway.
That's a Max Holloway. If you don't know, baby.
Sex. You got to know it. Oh, yeah. Did we rip this on stream or not? Or maybe that was
what is that?
Show. It's
the Matt Hughes, Hoist Gracie.
Yeah, Matt Hughes, Hoist Gracie.
I remember that.
It's a cool little pull.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember people leading up to that thought Hoist Gracie had a shot. I just remember thinking, like, this was before I gambled. I was like, well, you guys are fucking crazy.
All right, BP, who are we emptying the clip on this week?
I think everyone knows if we empty the gun, it's going to be Tommy Gun. Listen, you guys know I don't like going super high on my empty the clips. I try to make it manageable, and it just happens that Tommy, minus 150, low number. He's going to destroy. Let's go. Tommy Guns getting it done. And we're going to go 500. We're going to be 11-11 after next week. Tommy Guns getting it done. Boom.
I like it.
You love it, bro.
I like it. I like it. You know, I was going to maybe take Tommy Guns as my empty the clip.
Okay.
But
I think I know who you're taking, though.
You took him. I don't think you know who I'm taking. You took him. So I did not take him. But I was fully ready to empty the clip on Tommy Guns. But instead, I'm going Hooper Ramirez under 2.5. Somebody's getting finished, boys. I don't see how this fight makes it to the third round, honestly. I mean, Hooper's either subbing him or he's getting KO'd.
Yeah.
Hooper could also KO Ramirez. I mean, I think it's a pretty violent fight.
Minus 205 is lower than I thought. Yeah, it ain't seeing the cards, baby.
I don't think it is. Empty the fucking clip. We'll get to 12, 10, and 1. Easy. We could parlay it. We very well could parlay that.
Very could.
Which, let's talk 3-punch.
3CP parlay. Oh, there's the green hammer I was mentioning earlier. Look at that fucking Nigerian. Fatima, that's my leg. Little high, I know, but she cruises.
And I'm going to throw my under in there.
Okay. Empty the clip in there. Why not?
Like 3. We're going Tommy Guns. Tommy Guns. Unload the clip.
Yeah, baby.
Plus 209. If you said you wanted to parlay it, why not just chuck Fatima Klein in there and tail the 3-punch parlay? Plus 209. Let's cash it again. Make it 3 in a row.
Let's do it.
How about that?
Hater said it can't be done. It's going to be done.
Putting nuts on the table, make a real bet. All right, go fucking put money on Stuart Little. See how it treats you, bud.
Stuart Nicky? He's Australian, Bontims. All right, listen, guys. Your boy won last week, right? I hit three so far this year. I'm very proud of that. I am usually not a long shot parlay kind of guy, but I love that we do the sicko parlay. Last week, hit 2-leggers. I'm going back to the same formula. Run it, Nate. Show them what we got. Austin Bashy sub. Cannonier money line plus 2017. Cannonier can squeak it out, and Bashy, if he gets the back, bub, he's got that elite wrestling. Things can happen. Things can happen. If Bashy wins by sub, we will be gripping our butt cheeks for Jerry Cannonier.
Oh, yes.
Because I don't think he'll finish Duncan, but I think he can win a fucking decision. So we be gripping the cheeks, but 20-1, baby. Let go.
Bon Tim says he did put money on Stuart Little.
Nice. You wait when Stuart Little wins, I'm going to be rolling in cash.
Would you put $10 on him?
What is he, 700, $70?
70?
$7 Australian dollars.
You're going to be rolling in
they call it dollars in Australia, don't they? Right?
I think.
That's a stupid question, right? They call it dollars, right?
I think so, yeah.
It's not pounds. Someone,
No.
Bond, what do you call it? Why not take care of their decision? That's a good point.
True. You
Could money line. Like
just a little bit.
Idiot. Just covering all bases on a sicko, though.
My sicko went 2-1 last week. So, we could go down to 2 legs, which if you want to take 2 of these legs, go right ahead. You can get 10-1. But I threw an extra third in there to juice up a little bit.
Overachiever.
Leg number 1. We're going KO parlay, by the way. All 3 by KO.
I like that.
Leg number 1, Alden Coria.
Okay.
On Tim's, you're losing your money.
Sorry, on Tim's.
Alden Coria's getting it done by KO. Plus 140. If you want to get, juice it up a little more, maybe you can go around 2-3 if your book offers it. 2-3 KO, I think is certainly live. And the fact we get plus 140 on a KO when he's minus 1,000, maybe it's a fucking trap. If it's a trap, take my money. But I'll take it.
If it's a trap, cop.
Number 2, Tommy Gunn.
Hey.
KO.
Now you're using your head.
You get plus 300 on a guy that goes out there, fights like a crackhead, just chucks caution to the wind, overwhelms him. He probably doesn't even want a sub because he wants that bonus.
Yeah.
You get bonuses from KOs, not sub.
You do.
Tommy Gunn's KO. Plus 300. And to cap us off. In the main event, Drake is Stu Plessis by KO at plus 210. That gets us to plus 2876. I think
that's who I thought your empty the clip would be with my guess was DDP.
Can't empty the clip on DDP money line, dude. Come on.
Come on, KO, head kick, let go.
Take the KO, though. I mean, if we go 2 for 2 and I got to sweat a DDP KO in the main event, that's going to add like a little extra, oomph to me watching my boy DDP.
Mm-hmm.
So come on now.
2876. This was 31. That is
on Tim's. I thought you liked Stewie Little.
Hey, I like that. Yeah, but Bon Tim's likes good numbers, bro. No. He don't give a fuck about individual fighters. He likes good numbers.
Yeah, Tommy already said he wanted another 100K bonus. You get bonuses by getting KOs.
He said, he's like, as long as they keep paying me, because he's probably only on 2020 contract, maybe. Yeah, he's got fake Lambos to pay for. He wants 100K.
He's got to rent a Lambo. That's going to cost you like.
He's got to rent some chicks. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Chicks. He likes to gamble. Wants a little bit of extra gambling money. He needs that bonus. Go get it, Tommy. All right, boys, that's going to do it for the show. Shout out to the giveaway winners. Shout out to 3 Punch Convo for putting that together as well. You can sign up to 3 Punch Convo by downloading the app in the App Store. Go to 3punchconvo.com. Place your picks for UFC OKC. I'm sure we're going to have a lot more giveaways in the future as well, but this was a huge one. Shout out to Tom taking home the grand prize.
Shout out Tom.
3-day vacation on the Brews Cruise. I'll see you there, big dog. BP, got anything for the chat before we hop out of here?
Chat, you're amazing. I can compliment you all day. Someone said Damien is minus 150 now. I'm assuming he's talking about Damien Anderson, who was plus money when we started. So, yeah, money is coming in. That's a great fight. Yeah, no, awesome. Awesome Wednesday. Always have fun doing this. And yeah, I'll be on 3P on Saturday, boys. Let's have a good weekend.
All right. Good luck, y'all. Till next week. BigJive MMA Show.